Okay, let's hope this is working. Apologies to anyone who's watching this later, but I think we might have figured it out. Yep, it appears I'm up and running. Right, well, obviously, I've only just started this live stream. I didn't advertise it or anything like that, but I'm obviously just going to be doing some editing, sorry. Remember my T's. But pretty much anyone watching it later will be able to watch it later. Right now, obviously, we're sitting. Oh, no, never mind. The numbers just went up. Hey there. I need to actually bring my laptop a bit closer. I was hoping to use a headset for this, but the sound sounded terrible, so I need to stick to the microphone. Now I've got a few people in, that's fine. Just going to be doing editing these characters that I've downloaded. Not much to really do today. How are you, my man? Right, anyway, so we've got all this to go through. DJ, nice to see you. Right, let's start with AJ. AJ Styles, of course. We'll go through things as we do it. You can all chat. It's live. You're not watching a premiere, so you can actually talk to me for once. You can actually ask me questions. So we're going for an AJ Styles WCW. This is pretty much his early TNA attire, which was also pretty much his WCW attire for the 5 minutes that he was actually there. He wasn't there for very long, but I've been watching a few things. I'd recommend actually listening to the Eric Bischoff, the Big Bang podcast. That's not the name of the podcast; it's the name of the episode. He speaks about everything he would have done. I watched another thing where he admitted Thunder would have still been going ahead. So I said on the video that I put up earlier today that probably I wouldn't be doing Thunder, but it turns out I actually don't think I need to do any editing to this. This actually looks fine, to be honest. Oh, there's a red one there. I'd say AJ is actually all right the way he is. It's probably more his just be the entrance and things like that. I would need to do it, but no, actually, I think AJ is actually okay. I don't think we need to do anything with AJ. I think he is fine as is. But no, he said Thunder would have most likely still went the way it was going. It would have been exactly the same, and that wouldn't have went away because the network would have demanded it. AJ will be cruiserweight, yes. He'll definitely still be a cruiserweight because that's the division he was obviously being eyed up for. Bischoff did admit the cruiserweights would have been something he would have targeted. I wait for these to load up. Albert, that's an interesting one because Albert was very different. I mean, this is obviously, I think this is more of an A-Train looking style one. Good God, that doesn't look great, does it? It never did look great, did it, Albert? Good God. Some kind of Rikishi attire. He sure as hell wasn't wearing the gimp suit. I'm going to go through the overalls of people, try and balance it out as best I can. As I say, this is going to be in depth. That's why there's no way I'm going to have this ready for Sunday. There's just too much editing I need to do. There's just no way. I'll never be able to get it all done the way I want to get it done. All right. Well, you're not Rikishi's tag team partner, so that can go. You're not going to be wearing your gimp suit. God, he just looks like a gorilla. Right. Well, he just had a basic black top on. I mean, it was just something along the lines of that he wore. I think it was a bit more skin tight, if I remember correctly. Love you too, my man. Sure, you do get a skin tight one, don't you? I see like that. It wasn't really a buttoned one that he wore. As I say, I'm just going to sit here, do this. People want to, as long as people are watching, I'll keep it going. If people obviously get a bit bored, I mean, I said that in a couple of videos I made for today and yesterday, but actually got quite a good reaction from a lot of you, just seeing the arenas and downloading some superstars. Maybe should have made a bit more. I just didn't think people would really bother with stuff like that. Didn't think it would really interest people too much, but everyone seemed to quite happy to see kind of in depth of what happens and how it goes. Oh, give me a sec. But yeah, so creating a universe, man, it's a pain. Bad enough when I mean, I had to do this not too long ago. I don't know what top to put on him because he wore a skin tight style thing. Is this one a bit more skin tight? Why is that baggy? It doesn't. Oh, I can't put that. Why can't I put that on him? Oh, neck accessory. The neck accessory could piss off. No. This is just regular Albert, not Prince Albert, not A Train. 2001. So technically, when we start, Albert was teamed up with X Pac and Justin Credible, and they were called X Factor. But technically, that won't be happening because Justin Credible would technically still be in ECW. So he would be in ECW, but we'll probably still have Albert and X Pac together in some kind of way. So we'll probably still have them being X Factor, you know. This Albert, man, the eyebrows just creep me out. But it's literally the best one I could find. I don't know what. See, that's what I mean. This is what it's like when you create these things. You try to decide what top to put on people, and even just that, right? We'll need to go with the baggy one, or the one with the buttons. We'll need to do. Oh, come on! Don't tell me it's striped. That's the darkest I can make it. Really. A bit material. If I change that, can I make it darker? Nope. Well, that's fantastic then. That's going to need to be the baggy one that he wears. Right, where was the baggy one? Yep, that'll need to be this one. Right, we don't have the design. Yeah, we definitely don't have the design that went on. Try to remember. Was Albert wearing? Yeah, he did have elbow pads, but they weren't as colourful as these. They were just a bit more basic. They were just kind of basic black elbow pads. Nothing fancy, I don't believe. This is when I should really just pick up my phone. Doesn't exactly take a genius to type in Albert 2001 and get a picture of him. Give me a sec here. Albert 2001. To be fair, I've got the network on my phone. I should really just look at that and get. Good God. Right. Why did I just type in Albert? Something came up about a Spanish show. Albert 2001. Where are you? There he is. And he doesn't wear elbow pads. See? The things you learn. Right. So he doesn't actually wear elbow pads at that point. I said I was going to try and do this as accurate as I could, and that is what I'm trying to do. I want it to be as to a T as I can possibly get. Obviously, there's going to be things along the way. We all know exhibition mode likes to change things every now and then. Exhibition mode loves to take the piss every now and then. Yeah, so that's kind of what he had on in that picture there. Yes, he does. Let's just go a bit darker. There we go. We'll get rid of the gimp cuffs that he's wearing. Trying to remember, did he still have all the big piercings in at that point as well? Because I don't think he went as in depth with all the. Oh no, it looks like he did still kind of have them in at that point. Oh, I didn't think he would have had all those on. 2K22. I'm not going to lie. I still don't get my hopes up. I just don't. I don't trust 2K. I mean, I'm not a basketball person, but I know that 2K NBA that gets a lot of shit as well. People don't. I know people that are basketball fans. They are not the biggest when it comes to that. So, and I know that got a lot of crap for like really weird graphics in its cutscenes and things like that. So. Yeah, I don't have my hopes up when it comes to 2K either. Just I'm not that way every company. Right now I'm waiting for well, I've been playing that Outriders game, which I do enjoy. Servers are atrocious though. But Mass Effect, for example, I love Mass Effect. Absolutely love it. What a great game series that was, despite the ending. But all this stuff about the Legendary Edition. I get excited about it. I'm like, I'd love to sit and play through Mass Effect again, but I just see those two letters, EA, bottom corner, always puts me off. Always gives me the fear. Right, he wore kind of leather, or pleather, I would say. Right, these all look more like jeans. I wish they just put in proper design stuff. Come on. Right. I just need a basic long pair that don't look like jeans. See, these look. See, that's jeans. That doesn't work. That's what I hate about it. This is why I've put off doing the editing, because you need to be in the mood to do it. So it can just be an absolute ass drag. But now, if anyone has any questions about the universe that I'm going to be doing, so you've got me here, you've got me talking, so feel free to ask away. Well, I've do a face reveal. I've never really cared about that because of the shows. I've never cared about having my face in the bottom corner. Not to mention, I'm quite lazy when I make my videos. I like to sit comfortable. I did have a friend say to me, I should set myself up and make myself look like JR and create an announcer's table and put myself in the bottom corner of the videos. But I feel it distracts you from the videos if someone's in the bottom corner as you're watching it. I think it takes away a lot from actually watching it. So I'm not a fan of that. I don't know. As it stands right now, I can't imagine with the videos I make, I wouldn't be in a rush to do a face. This is pissing me off right now. I can't find what looks like a pair of just normal leather. Well, these ones are all going to have designs on the side, aren't they? This one might work. I've just came across here. Well, material helps. Leather isn't even an option in here, is it? I know it is. Ugh, a bit too leathery. Maybe matte will work a bit better. Helps if I actually have it in black, to be honest. That's what I hate. That's what I hate about doing this. It can be so. From Romania. Nice to meet you. I know I've got a few. I've looked at the analytics. I've seen I've got people watching from a few different places, which is quite cool to see, to be honest. Vinyl actually kind of works because they were kind of shiny like that. Maybe just lighten up on the black a little bit. Doesn't need to be as bright. There we go. I'm not going to be able to create the design that went down the side. I know the exact design because in SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, the game that came out in 2000, 2001, the character I created in that, my custom character, I actually put Albert's pants, his trousers, I actually put them on my character, and I changed the red to green. And that's what my custom character actually wore. So I know exactly what I'm looking for. Because it's something like that in a way. It kind of looks like a DNA strand in a strange way. I don't think that would work. Plus, you need to put a color through it as well. Because it was just like a long strand like that. See, it's not going to work. So then I need to have the color thing behind it as well. Yeah, I think Albert's just going to be in plain black. So it's just going to look weird if I do it that way. I know in the last universe I always said it doesn't have to be perfect, but I want this next universe to be. Obviously, the last one went a bit out of bounds when it came to realism. God, that Albert looks terrible. That is the best one. Oh, there's so many good things as well. Like some of the good. I was actually really happy when I came across things like Sean O'Hare, Mark Jindrak, stuff like that, and I found perfect ones. I was like, this is great. These ones actually look really good. Right, so Albert doesn't look great. So wait, it was an actual T-shirt he wore. I'm an absolute idiot. I just looked at that picture there. I thought it was a sleeveless top, and someone just added me apparently. Although that happens all the time. Not that people added me. I just mean the amount of times you see a picture of a pretty girl when she adds you, and you're like, and it's these weird ones that try to message you to watch their webcams and stuff. It's absolutely everywhere. Albert was not in the game. Albert, I believe they put in 2K20. Albert was in that one. I'm saying I think they put Prince Albert in that one, or it was the one before this one. They put in Prince Albert. I think it was 2K20 they put him in. I'm not positive on that, but I know they did put him in on one of them. Which was, I think they put him in the I think it was 2K20 because he was like the head coach or the head trainer. Let's get the words correct. Right, I know there's a really tight t-shirt you get in this one. Oh, I need it to be tucked. I think X Factor's going to be more of him just being a bodyguard. Oh, hey, Matthew. Not spoke to you in a long time. As you were saying there, David, as you were saying about didn't have the chance to watch. Actually, I would recommend. I'll quickly say this without clicking on things. It's not going to be a TNA universe. It's WCW. It's May 2001. It's going to be if Bischoff had managed to buy WCW. Vince McMahon did buy ECW, but gave it to Shane McMahon to run, which is what Shane wanted, because Bischoff was very close to getting it, whereas ECW was done. There was rumours that there was an investor lined up to help, but even if that investor had came in, even Paul Heyman admitted it was just going to prolong what was coming. There was no chance of turning ECW around. They were never going to get a proper TV deal, so it was always going to end up bought by Vince. And there's no way Bischoff would have jumped in to buy it, because after buying WCW, they would never have been able to afford it. So, yeah, I think, Albert, you're going to be more of a bodyguard than a tag team partner. You look like a bouncer. A bouncer I wouldn't mess with, I'll tell you that. Walked up to a club and he told me to leave, I would leave. Right, let's get rid of the thing around his neck. Oh, wait, that's an upper body, isn't it? Yeah, right, that can go. Do we need giant? See, it's more studs that it has in his ears. All right, see, we'll take it down a notch. It's a bit overboard when it comes to. I'll tell you one thing, I have been bored senseless this week. I make my videos, that's what it gives me to do. I'm glad you loved The Last Universe, and I really do hope you enjoy the next one. I mean, I'm looking forward to making it. I'm the first to admit that. That's a bloody diamond stud hanging out his nose. See, that is literally a Prince Albert. For those that don't know, a Prince Albert is actually a piercing that goes through the tip of your penis. Always makes me shake. Oh, good God, man. I hate thinking about it. I met a guy who told me he had it, and I was like, oh, man, that's just wrong. So wrong. It always makes me shake. It's just, I don't like it. The idea of that is just wrong. Right, Albert. We could do a second attire for you, but that'll do for now. That'll do for your first episode. So the whole so that's the first thing straight away that's going to be different. If you watch May 7th episode of Raw, which is the episode I've watched, which is going to be the one we start on, in that episode, they're in it, and that's going to change. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought there. That's going to change how things are. So Just Incredible isn't going to be in the WWF. So it was Paul Heyman that helped get all those guys a job. But if ECW was still going, those guys would have stayed in ECW. So the team X Factor wouldn't have had Just Incredible in it. It would just have been X-Pac. Albert might even be someone else. Who knows? Time will tell if we change that up. Comments coming through here. I actually have heard of the Romanian wrestling company. I actually have heard of it. I'm sure I cannot remember the name, but because I'm a fan of ICW here in Glasgow, Scotland, and I go to all their shows. They've had a lot of their stuff's been on the WWE network as of late. And I'm sure there was a Romanian guy that came over from that company. for one of the shows once, but I cannot remember anything about him because it was a long time ago. But yeah, I have heard of the Romanian one. Right, so you're actually a bad guy at the time, so we'll just do that. I like how somebody put a Stone Cold picture there. You know, we'll just put a bald guy with a goatee. You know, close enough. No, no, you'd be that one. I'll do it. Ah, the joys of this. Oh, good God. The joys of setting up a universe. And I still need to do the actual universe. Ah, yes, the old videos. Honestly, I actually watched some of them back, not the full things. I didn't like them. The old videos, I don't know what it was. There was just something about them. Oh, wait, I remember the exact reason. Something changed on YouTube with copyright, and half of those videos, not half, but a whole load of them get smashed with copyright. And when I hit 1,000 subscribers and I was allowed to monetize my videos, I wasn't allowed to begin monetizing if I had one single copyright on my channel. So I had to delete every video that had any copyright in it. And after getting rid of about 30 videos from previous universes, I was like, there's literally no point keeping the old ones there because if anyone ever decided to go back and watch them, you're going to miss an episode here, an episode there. There's going to be a pay-per-view missing, and I just went, I'm as well deleting these. I had no choice but to get rid of them, or I wasn't able to do any type of monetization on the page. Ivory's fine the way she is. I don't need to change that. Right, there's 2 Balls Mahoney's, but see that one looks like shit. But I'm sure it's the attire that I want from that one. I'll try my hardest to stop swearing. Oh yeah, Attitude Era was the thing, man. See, people say that they say people always are. When did Attitude Era die? People say it was Austin's heel turn at WrestleMania. You know, it was when WCW went under. Everyone's got their different idea of when WCW or when the Attitude Era officially died. Me personally, I still felt 2002. I feel around about halfway through 2002, that's when it started to change, or towards the end of 2002. When we went into 2003, I'd say that's when Ruthless Aggression kind of kicked off. That was when they started changing things about. Right, so let's get... Where did all those empty slots come from? Right, I probably should have double-checked your attires before I did this. Oh, that's Balls and Axel. That's an old top that he's got on in that one. Good God, where's your top? All right, so that's still Balls and Axel, so that's really not helping. Which attire do you have in this one? Help if I knew where the hell it was. Nope, that's bottoms. God, I'm all over the place here. See, Balls just wore different t-shirts. You know, he never really wore anything specific. I do not like the state of those jeans, but it's not letting me get away from it, for God's sake. See, I've done this with a couple. You'll see there's like 2 Billy Guns there. Is that just a flap? Well, I suppose, yeah, he did wear kind of ripped cut jeans, didn't he? Oh, wait, if I put the t-shirt on him, it removes the flap. Ah, why does it do that? Oh, you started in 2007. Won't lie, that's when I was still holding on. I held on into the 2010s, but even now, I mean, WrestleMania's this Sunday. I couldn't care less. I've lost my interest. when it comes to that, right? So I can't use that Balls Mahoney. Damn. Right, well, we can. Oh, god damn it, I'm on the wrong thing. Right, Axel, we'll probably need to download another one of you to get another top at some point. And I can delete that other one. Ah, Chronic. The legendary match with the Brothers of Destruction. They weren't even that bad as wrestlers. I mean, they really shouldn't have been as bad as they were, so we can get rid of you. That frees up a space, because I still need to do other characters. Big Show with hair. Try to get one with a proper face. What a nightmare that was. Still looks weird. Right. So we'll copy this look over here, but that's technically 2002 looking Big Show. So that can be changed. Every kid would have loved the look of Chronic, because Chronic just looked... It just looked mean. Favorite Undertaker gimmick. I'm the first to admit, I loved American Badass. I did. When he first came in as American Badass, I didn't mind Big Evil when he was a bad guy. I did love the Ministry of Darkness Undertaker, mainly because I just loved the music with the guitar in it. You know, I thought that was great. But when American Badass came in, I was a kid. Rolling was my favorite song. I was loving it. Loved that song. I actually took the CD into class once, and I asked my teacher to put on the CD. She said she would if we all got our work done, and she put it on. It was on for about 30 to 40 seconds, and Limp Bizkit started swearing, and she ran across the room to grab the CD out of the radio. Oh, God. Good times. It's always fun to annoy your teacher. Right, so this top can go. We need to put you in. He was wearing... Oh, we can get rid of that, because it wasn't... Where's outfits? Outfits come under upper, don't they? Yeah, so we need that with 2 straps. That's pretty much what we need, because that's what he was wearing at the time. Can we get one without designs on it that's just a bit plain? Nope, that's got something down the back. That's Bo Dallas, that's why. Just doesn't look right. Looks like a giant nappy. Yeah, it needs to fill out a bit more. That one's a bit too low down on the sides. That's more like the one he wears now. Might need to be this weird looking thin strapped one. To be fair, I think it was quite thin strapped. Google to the rescue again. Big Show 2001. Yeah, there we go. Image straight away. Shows your thin straps. Ah, right, there we go. So if we do that and then put... I should have left the longer shots on him, actually, because he still wore those under it. So if I just back out and go back in, that puts the shots back. And if I do that, that's actually a bit closer to what he was wearing. I don't know why. I just always think Big Show looks weird like that. It's just something so strange about it. I'll do for you, Big Show. Yep, you weren't wearing elbow pads at that time. Just saw that in the picture. One thing I don't get about wrestlers, why they don't wear pads. Never makes sense to me. Oh, he had knee pads on at that time. He seems to chop and change between wearing elbow pads or not. It's very strange. No. See what I mean? This image here, he's got one on his left. Make up your mind, big man. Hey, he's not got the shots on in this one. God damn it. I don't know what bloody outfit to go with. Big Show changes his attire every week. Right, he does have knee pads on, though. Let's try to look at the picture and decide which ones look the most like the ones that are in this. Try to actually get an image of knee pads here. Ah, there we go. All right, thick ones at the back. Yeah, something like that probably work. Well, attires don't need to be completely perfect, but as long as we are at certain points. But yeah, the knee pad thing, I don't get that. If I was a wrestler, my knees, my elbows are fine. But believe me, I'd still have pads on. There's no way I wouldn't. I would always keep myself protected when it comes to that. Right, strangely enough, in this picture, he's got no elbow pads on. The picture next to it, he's got no elbow pads on. But the picture next to it, he's got an elbow pad on his left arm. But he's got the same attire on in all three. It makes no sense. Right, see, in this one now, he's actually wearing. Looks a lot thicker. As I said, people enjoy the show. If people want to see how I do certain editing things, by all means, you're more than welcome. As long as people are watching, I don't mind keeping it going. I've got nothing else to do tonight. I was going to do this on Twitch, but the fact I've done nothing on YouTube, your stuff gets affected straight away if you don't post anything, so it's worth doing this on that. I actually haven't watched that NXT from last night. Was it any good? I do like Walter. I saw Walter. Walter was at ICW. He had a match. Slapped the hell out of someone, man. I was like, oh my god, this guy just. That match he had with Dragunov, man. God, that was a hell of a match. I heard about it and I instantly looked for it and watched it. I was like, God. I do try and keep up with NXT UK, mainly because it's got a lot of ICW wrestlers in it. You know, like the Gallus, Wolfgang, the Coffees, Kaylee Ray. So I do try and keep an eye on that as often as I can. I have no clue which straps to go for. See, that looks closer, but I need this on the side away. See, again, I need the stripes away. Can you not just do a basic plain? See, that's a bit too big. I can imagine Walter and Ciampa would be good. I know for a fact. I don't know who wins, but I'm guessing Walter won because there's no way they're going to put the UK title on Ciampa. To put the UK title on a American, you're just pushing the belt down if you do that. Yeah, this is a bitch. It really is. Trying to do this is really annoying. Can I just get proper straps in here and then do the bottom normally? See, even that looks like crap. Yeah, I enjoy AEW. I wish they would stop being so predictable with matches. I feel like Dynamite is constantly doing matches that are the equivalent to AEW Dark. And it's one of the reasons why I don't like watching WWE. The match starts, you just sit there and you go, well, I know who's going to win this match. You know, it's too obvious. I want to be able to watch it and enjoy it. I know it's hard to do that this day and age because you can kind of put things together. This one might actually be a better way to go. Oh, Scott Hall's in the comments. He won't be happy with how his universe ended. What can I say, Hall? You should have tried harder. Here we go. Some images here. A big show for 2001. All right, so this one would maybe work. Going by the image, didn't have the shots on. See, that's more like what he wears now than back then, but you know what? It still looks closer to what he actually wore. As I said, it doesn't need to be absolutely perfect, but But yeah, no, I agree, Matt. AEW, it can be a bit too predictable, which is just a little bit annoying at times. It's just one of the things with wrestling, though. It can always be predictable. One of the things they all need to try and do is be less predictable. I mean, WWE's terrible for it. Though the rumors are that Edge is actually going to win the title, which I think is just utter stupidity. They put the belt on someone that's only going to he's going to wrestle less matches than Brock Lesnar. I'm not going to lie, Scott Hall, but we're technically probably at the turn of the millennium. Most guys were on steroids. You should know. I don't think steroids were Scott Hall's problem. Right, Big Show, that'll do for you. Yeah, I told you this could take time. Good God. Right, who's next? Big Show, is it Billy Gunn? Oh, Billy Gunn's an easy one. That's just transferring an attire. To be fair, Scott Hall was one of the MVPs of that last universe. Season 1, he dethroned Hogan. Right, so that was the Billy Gunn we used in the last universe. People were saying get a better Billy Gunn. This one's face looks a bit better. Obviously, you can tell straight away with the hair. This is the Billy and Chuck combination. Oh, good God. See, the face looks a lot better there. So we're going to try. And if I can, we are going to do. I'll quickly edit out the things we're not going to need. So this is it. For example, this tag team, Billy and Chuck, you ain't going to see. You're not going to see that team because Chuck Palumbo will be in WCW. So that's one that you would not see. Right, so if I do import and we shoot down to this one, and I know for a fact it's this one here, and trunks. Need your good old knee pads. Hell. See? Oh, we need to fix those sideburns. I'll keep the white ones, maybe. Right, but it's a little bit darker. Knee pad. It's not really changing anything, is it? Yeah, sideburns, change those. There we go. Sideburns are fixed. And just like that, there we go. And that actually is a much better looking Billy Gunn. The face, that actually looks really good. So there we go. 2001 Billy Gunn. So there we go. Sorted when it comes to Billy. Am I going to get Rico? Oh wait, what was that before it? No, I'm not really into anime or things like that. I'm a Star Wars geek through and through. That's my thing all the way. Star Wars and, well, Marvel, to be fair. I quite enjoy the MCU, I must say. Rico. Technically, yes, because Rico in 2001, because I looked up the shows, and Rico was a very big part of OVW in 2001. And a lot of the OVW guys, since ECW is technically going to be attached to the WWF banner, a lot of OVW guys would get the chance to show what they can do in Shane McMahon's ECW. So yes, Rico Constantine as good God, when you were born. I'm not even going to tell you when I was born. I'll let you all figure that out in your own mind. But 2001, all I'll tell you was I was a kid enjoying wrestling. But let's see, we can put another colour on this, can't we? Just so he's got another attire. See, yesterday he was going for different. I remember he was going for different colours, trying to get away from the usual. So I mean, we'll go for a light blue. And again, these are attires that are always easy to change. Yes, Batista will be known as Leviathan. We will get to that. He is on this list. and we are currently on the Bs, but he technically starts under Deacon Batista, so he's under D, so we will get to Batista. He is on this. We have to make Leviathan. Yes, he will be Leviathan. I am going to use their OVW gimmicks. I'm going to be using them. We might change them as time goes on, because I imagine Paul Heyman's a bit smarter. Funaki. Yeah, I'm sure Funaki can appear at some point. He was still contracted and appearing through 2001 and 2002. Yes, we'll get your Funaki mania rolling. That, to me, by the way, that last universe, without a shadow of a doubt, that was my... When I look at it back, that was my favourite moment. That moment and that... Because that Royal Rumble, if you remember correctly, it was season 2. I did do the numbers, and everyone that was to come in from 20 to 30 came in 10 to 20. And everyone from 10 to 20 came in 20 to 30. And we ended up with Test and Funaki as the last two in. So, yeah, that was definitely a moment for me. That was, oh, good God. I did not want Funaki to win that Rumble. Test's booking actually worked out really good because he actually lost at Mania in the 4-way elimination. He actually eliminated The Rock and Triple H only for Kurt Angle to low blow him and get the 1, 2, 3. And I was like, oh man, I did not want Funaki to win that Rumble. Oh man, I didn't. that was some hard booking. Test worked out good because he lost. And then the AI done it again a year later. Good God, man. What the hell? I couldn't believe Test won it twice. Oh man. I couldn't believe it. It was fun though, but that was my favorite moment. It was just an insane, crazy moment. But that's what I enjoyed about my universe. You know, I don't try to script it out in any kind of way. I try to keep it fun and let anything can happen. This new one, I'd still like it to be like that, but try and stick to the realm of realism to a certain extent. You know, we don't want things to get too out of control. Although, to be fair, Funaki being in the last two is just the equivalent to Santino Marella being in the final two with Del Rio when Del Rio eliminated him. You know, it's just the equivalent to that. But I mean, Test winning at the time, because I'd done near enough nothing with Test through season 1. So through season 2, that was that. I don't hate Funaki TJ. Yeah, well, Test did always look like a main eventer, and he was kind of always getting lined up for that, and it just never really happened. Billy Kidman, I actually think I already clicked on him the other day. Yeah, I did, because when I looked at late WCW, he was wearing the black trunks, but there's probably what he would change to as time goes on, but that's what he would look like at the time. So Billy Kidman's fine. I remember doing season 1. Could not get a Billy Kidman that looked like him at all. Billy Kidman's what I could not get one that was driving me nuts. How can you do WCW Cruiserweight division and not have Billy Kidman? Oh, look at that. Brock Lesnar's terrible. This is one that was interesting because Booker T, that's Booker T 2003. His dreads at the time were nowhere near that. So I'm curious, can we get a shorter hairdo of the dreads of some sort? Yeah, you can see Booker T's face in there. Because obviously the other one we've got, the dreads are dead long. Hello, Benjamin. So, is there a shorter one? That's what I hate, trying to look through this stuff. It's dead weird because that's Booker T's face. Oh, Booker. Oh, these are some hairdos you're getting here. I see, they're too. That's too long as well. And oh, good God, that just looks weird. See, this is like gimmicks you could have had, Booker T. I stopped using China because I felt we'd done everything with her. That was pretty much why. it was just the same thing all the time. So we kind of took her out. And I won't lie, China will be in this universe, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out she wasn't there for long in 2001 because that's when everything happened. She found out that obviously Triple H was cheating on her and things like that, and all that stuff happened. And she demanded far too much money to be kept on. Oh, see, Booker, you could have rocked that, dude. Oh, good God, it's just weird looking. Oh, we could Hogan him up. Hogan. Now that's where things get interesting when you say is Hogan going to be in it. In a sec, I try to go to the comments in order if I can. Just try to read them. I'm far away from my laptop because I'm sitting back. Yeah, I've heard of the Hungarian one as well. Actually, it was because the wrestler that passed away a year or so ago. Well, over a year now. Well over a year now. Lionheart, Adrian McCallum. He was doing a storyline when he was ICW champion, and he was calling out competitors from around the world. So he was facing people from different promotions, and he actually won a world championship from a company in Germany, I think it was. So he was facing a lot. So we did hear about a lot of the promotions through Europe. Funaki will be in this universe. I think Taka was still signed, but he didn't really wrestle with them anymore. I think Taka just went back to Japan, but Funaki went into his number one announcer thing and all that. But Hulk Hogan, this is where things I would recommend listening to the podcast to do with Big Bang. Eric Bischoff said he would not have been in charge of finances, which, as far as I'm concerned, is a smart decision because I think he'd have buried the company again. I am not getting the small dread, am I? It's not in this. Holy crap. Some of these are just weird looking. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get. We might need to just go with a kind of 2003 looking Booker T because I don't think. Oh, Jericho's hairdo. Here we go. We're just not going to get the short dreads that we need to give him. God, Jungle Boy's in this as well. Yeah. I think we'll need to go with a 2003 look for Booker T, unfortunately, because we're not getting a shorter looking set of dreads. So I think we're going to need to tolerate that, unfortunately. So that's the first glitch in the road. But yeah, Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff made the point of saying they would only have been able to afford one big, like real big main event signing. And he said, so it would either have been like Goldberg or Hulk Hogan. And he did kind of make it clear that the one guy that he would have wanted in, because he did admit he knows guys like Sting and that would have been happy to probably take a pay cut to stay with WCW because they wouldn't have had the money. Actually managed to get his 2001 look for his attire as well. But there's no chance in hell he would have been able to sign Hogan, Sting, and all that. I do not believe Ric Flair would have went back to WCW. If you've ever listened to interviews, Ric Flair hated Eric Bischoff. I do not think Ric Flair would have signed for WCW under Bischoff. I just don't think he would have done it. So that's one I don't think would have happened. I think Sting would have went back. I think Bischoff would have went for Goldberg because it doesn't take a genius to figure out Hulk Hogan's contract would have been absolutely ridiculous, which is a shame because I've got to admit it's really tempting to bring Hogan in because I did have a good storyline idea. It's not going to happen now, 100%. I'm not going to be using Hogan with WCW to start off with. Hogan might show up somewhere down the line. But you need to remember, guys like Hogan and that, they never signed for WWF because they had their Time Warner contracts that were guaranteed money. So that's why Vince never signed them because he was never going to pay them that money. No chance. That's why you never saw Hogan until 2002. You never saw Goldberg till 2003. You never saw Ric Flair till the end of 2001. These guys all sat out. Kevin Nash as well. You never saw him AO2 along with Scott Hall. They all sat on those contracts and got their money because why would they give it up? So pretty much a lot of these guys would still have done that because Bischoff wouldn't have been able to afford them. Vince would never have paid them the money that they were wanting to get out of those contracts. So a lot of those guys I don't think you would have seen. So I said I'm going to be sticking to the realism, and that's the realism of it. A lot of those big guys from WCW you won't see for a while. So there might not be a 5-star Nash for a while. We'll need to hope whenever he shows up, he will be just as good as he was before. That's fine, Matt. Don't you worry. But I didn't. Nah, I don't believe Flair would have went back. No way. How could your favourite wrestler be the boogeyman? Come on, David. Hogan and ECW, I can just imagine that. Shows up, Paul Heyman. Oh, I want you to do this tonight, Hogan. Nope. Nope. I can't stand Hulk Hogan. I think the guy talks out his ass. Oh, wait, I can delete this Billy Gunn now, can't I? Boink. Right, who's next? Oh, this is an easy one. Only need to delete his tattoo. No, his tattoo, his paint. That's the only thing it needs to go. So, chest. Oh, wait. It comes under thingy, doesn't it? Upper body, because it's like, yeah, body tattoo. So that goes away. Because it wasn't ministry anymore. He still wore those tights, which I found weird. I think your favourite wrestler be Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett's just as bad as Hogan. Trying to get Jeff Jarrett to do a job for someone when he was in TNA. Good God Almighty. Yeah, you're right, man. Hulk Hogan in ECW, he'd walk in, start saying, "I'm not doing a job." Can you imagine guys like Bubba, the Dudleys, Tommy Dreamer, Sandman? Sandman would just have hit him in the face with a beer. I think everyone would love him that little bit more. Sandman and his beautiful face in this game. I've kept that Sandman. I'm not getting rid of that. That Sandman's too good. Kevin, you could say Nash and Hall definitely put WCW right on the map. I mean, that whole NWO thing definitely kicked off WCW. But I mean, Scott Hall just had constant problems. I feel Scott Hall, when people name wrestlers, I mean, all of you could do it right now. Name a wrestler that was never WWE champion who should have been. The favourite's always Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper should have been, but Hulk Hogan wouldn't do that job. But Scott Hall should have been a world champion without a doubt. He should definitely have been a world champion. Right, Brian Adams and Brian Clark. These will be good ones. This will be interesting. Mr. Perfect, yeah, that's another perfect example. Another one that Mr. Perfect was another perfect example of Hulk Hogan. Mr. Perfect was supposed to win a Royal Rumble, and Hulk Hogan squashed that. All right, so these are tired works. I think he's all right the way he is, to be honest. So we don't really need to do much with him. Jake the Snake, yeah, Jake the Snake, another one. Hulk Hogan. Jake the Snake was turned heel because he was getting a better reaction as a babyface than Hogan was. So Jake Roberts was turned heel so that he wasn't stealing babyface pops from Hulk Hogan, because that doesn't work for me, brother. I'm gonna check him first since I've done the other one, then we'll check Brock Lesnar. Oh, for me, well, when I first got into wrestling, the first thing I ever saw, I was a kid. I was at my friend's house. He was like, "Have you ever seen wrestling?" I was, no, that's what it was. They come into school and they put all their action figures on a desk, literal kids, young kids. And I remember looking at them like I'm playing with like a toy helicopter or something weird. But I just remember seeing all the wrestling figures and I was like, "What the hell are these?" And my friend showed me a tape, and all I saw was The Rock wrapping a steel chair round Mankind's head, and I was like, "What? What the hell?" He just hit him over the head with a chair. I was sold as soon as I saw that. The Rock was a bad guy at the time, so that was late 1998. I got into wrestling, and oh no, I just saw that. Off the back, the stuff I was seeing, I loved Stone Cold Steve Austin, but when we moved on and The Rock became a good guy, but even that, I loved things like just the year 2000, the mid card, the tag team division, the women's division, even the women's division, man. What what young boy didn't love Lita? Never mind Trish. I loved Lita. Uh, but the tag division, I loved the Hardys, I loved the Dudleys, Edge, Christian, Too Cool. I enjoyed all these teams. The mid card with Jericho, Benoit, even Kurt Angle. Just loved watching those guys. The main event scene, the rivalry with Triple H and Rock, and then Austin comes in. You've got Undertaker, Kane. It was just a great roster. The year 2000 roster was just insane. Right, let's look. I've not looked at this Brock Lesnar yet, so this will be good. Right, Brock. Well, I know how you're why would you create that when you've got Brock in the game? I mean, well, to be fair, Brock's meant to be what at this point, like 20, 21 years old or something like that. God, man, your first wrestling moment, rated RKO. God damn, you make me feel old. The first but when you say first TLC, do you mean SummerSlam first TLC, or do you mean the triangle ladder match from WrestleMania 16? Some people always. You could say that was the beginning of it, in a way. That technically it had tables, ladders, and chairs on it. Yeah, SummerSlam. That was the first TLC. Right, Brock. I know exactly what you were dressed like in OVW. You had a big yellow leotard on. So let's get you your outfit. All right. Yeah. He was literally wearing something like that. Brock Lesnar was big yellow leotard, and his finisher was a shooting star press. That thing he tried to do at WrestleMania and failed. But man, God, your first pay-per-view, SummerSlam 06. I think the first pay-per-view I actually saw was Rock Bottom, which was in December 1998. It was buried alive match between Austin and The Undertaker. The Rock didn't even main event his own pay-per-view. Yeah, you're right there, Michael. It's all over the place. It was just absolutely crazy. Right, so I need to double check what the leotard looked like. So Brock Lesnar. We'll just type in OVW and I'll get a little Google image of this. In your house, 95. There you go. Someone that's watching stuff before me. Oh, God, I got the perfect picture. Yep, because that's what we're going to be doing. Shelton Benjamin and Brock Lesnar, the tag team. I promise you, the very first episode of ECW is going to have a tag team match with the OVW tag team of Brock Lesnar and Shelton Benjamin. There's going to be a tag team match in the first episode with those two in a tag team match. Yep, and I'm looking at it. This is literally what Brock Lesnar's wearing. It's just the shots are a wee bit longer, but we could probably put something on it. And we need to get that sexy yellow color he's wearing here. Yeah, Brock really showing off. Trying to get Sable hot and bothered, aren't you? Oh, I think that was better just the way it was. God, this just looks... It's always fun to look back and see what the things were they were wearing. God, everyone's giving us their first pay-per-views now. Mania 23. Royal Rumble 07. King of the Ring 98. All right, closer to me then. As I say, I was late 98. That was it. I went to my local video store trying to get videos for wrestling, and they only had like one or two for WWF, but they had a whole shelf packed with ECW. My favorite jobber. Good God. Oh. See, it's hard to say. You try to think of somebody. I mean, I like that. No, what? There was one not too long ago. It was back when Braun Strowman was beating 3 people up at one time, like 3 jobbers, and there was one guy that he grabbed or something like that. Actually, I lie. It wasn't him. It was the Authors of Pain, I think, and one of them picked one up, and as he had him up in the air, he screamed so loud, and it was brilliant. Absolutely, he just let out the hugest, gurgliest scream. I thought it was hilarious. I remember watching it. I absolutely just about pissed myself. But oh man, it was. Uh, God, favorite job. I was trying to think, isn't it? I mean, there's so many guys. I mean, I liked the. I don't know if any of you watch being the elite. But I liked the whole Matt Jackson thing when he found out that Big Show was getting signed, and it done flashbacks to him getting jobbed by the Big Show and getting beat up. I thought that was quite funny. I see, Brock Lesnar, you weren't wearing elbow pads. That's a mistake. Oh God, I'm looking at pictures of these two. It's quite funny. Got to say, man, you could have brought Shelton Benjamin and Brock Lesnar in together. Fair enough, Brock wouldn't have had as much of an impact if they came in as a tag team, but good God, man, they're a beast at looking of a tag team. I mean, Shelton Benjamin, you think back to when he was Team Angle. I mean, Shelton Benjamin, I always thought Shelton was great. See if he was capable on the microphone, which let's face it, he's not the greatest when it comes to that. Shelton Benjamin, when it comes to wrestling ability, fantastic. I was always a fan of Shelton. And get rid of the logos because he wouldn't have been wearing logos. I think his boots would have been a bit more professional looking. Maybe not quite as big as that. Yeah, something a bit more basic. Yeah, there's the big tough looking Brock Lesnar we're going to get to see, eh? Oh, God. A weird looking one. Yes, it will be Sugar Shane Helms, who will be the current cruiserweight champion. If you watch, you don't need to watch, but I mean, if you have the WWE Network or go on YouTube, see if you can find it. WCW Greed pay per view, that and the Nitro after it, because Eric Bischoff admitted the episode of Nitro after Greed, which is the episode where he announced the following week was going to be Nitro's last ever episode. If he'd managed to buy the company, he would actually have announced that we're putting the company on hiatus for a few months, and they would have returned on May 6th with the Big Bang pay-per-view, a few months to settle down, get the bad taste out of your mouth, and move on. To be fair, Jim Cornette gets hot at everything. I don't think a week goes by where I don't see something on YouTube about Jim Cornette complaining generally about AEW in some kind of way, but apparently that's to do more with the Young Bucks and Jim Cornette. So I think they've had beef with each other for years in some kind of way. The thing is, I do like listening to interviews with Jim Cornette because he seems to be a guy that knows. Well, wait, I never done that properly. I need to do the bottoms as well. Jim Cornette seems like a guy that does know what he's talking about. But he just seems to get his mouth seems to get him into more trouble than it's worth as well. All right, can we get a wee longer pair here? I'm just looking at this picture of Brock. Yeah, that would work. Let's make it the same color of yellow. There we go. Good God, we're over an hour on this. I didn't think this would last that long, I'll be honest. But I did say if people are watching, it's only going on 10 o'clock here, so I'm not fussed. I need to do this at some point. Man, that Brock looks weird. How do you think he would be received in a Philadelphia arena ECW crowd? The ECW arena. He walks out with his yellow outfit on. I don't know if the crowd would make fun of him or just be like, yeah, I'm not going to say a thing about that guy. Oh, man. Right, we'll copy that over there. I don't need to worry about the second attire right now because Brock would stick with his banana outfit to start off with. Right, we need that to be capitals. Looks weird when they come to the ring and it's not written in capitals. Oh, wait a minute, actually. I need to click my phone quickly. Sorry, I just had something pop up on my phone there. No, that's fine. Oh, God, what the hell's happened now? I've not read something like that in a while. It's been a long time since I've heard of a riot happening in Belfast. Water cannons. Good God, I don't think that's happened since the the days of the IRA. Better be careful. Those 3 letters will get me banned. Right, Brock. I think that's you. Well, Danny Doring, just as you mentioned that name, that's one I've not downloaded yet. I actually completely forgot. I need to download a Danny Doring and a Roadkill because they are the current ECW Tag Team Champions. So we do need them. But nah, I'm intrigued by this universe. My biggest fear is doing this universe and what happened when we done season 1 with ECW. When the next game came out, month after month after month went by, and I just couldn't get the guys to continue it with ECW. And that's no, super crazy's in here, don't you worry. Super crazy's there he is. Super crazy's there. I've got them in there. Right, where were we now? Lesnar. Right. This is another easy-ish one. I need to put hair on him. And then we need to do that Bully Ray import with the attire. Yo. Yeah, just as you wrote yo there, what happened to Scott Hall? Did we make him sad? Right, I know what to do with this Bubba straight away. So we're going to go to this one and go to the second attire. Yes, he didn't have proper beard at that time, so we just want. And then we want the hair. Maybe maximum number of layers. Don't be a twat. Right, I need to get rid of these. Otherwise, it's not going to let me transfer stuff. Right, where are you? Right, back to this one again. Just try to get the hair on him. 2001, he was still rocking some. However, reached maximum number of layers. What? I think Bubba just had a goatee at that time. I don't think he had a full beard. I'm gonna see, how am I deleting these things? I see that's more. Bubba was more just a goatee in 2001. And then he just had these wee shaven hair. And if we go to import again, and now we go to this one. Well, where's the top underneath? Oh, it's not a tattoo he put on, is it? Oh, it was as well. Very smart. So he done that for the sleeves instead. That actually looks all right. I've got to say. Bill DeMott, yep, the Hugh Morris. Oh, Hugh Morris. Can't believe he sat and thought that'd be a good name. That actually is good. That's just like on the skin. It still looks normal. So yeah, well done. Credit where it's due. And that's one. Come on. Cha-ching. And then to save time, I'll just do that over there. Hugh Morris. Always think of the Stone Cold Steve Austin promo. He goes, Hugh Morris. Hugh Morris. Is that funny? Is that humorous? Nope, not copy, goddammit. Right, get rid of the specs. Those are the little things I always forget and end up leaving the glasses on his face for a wrestling man. Oh, movesets. I've not even done that yet. That's even worse. No, this is WWE 2K19 for the Xbox One. I'm now playing it on the Series X, which I do feel much better loading times, and I would say the graphics looked a teensy bit tweaked. So I will say they did look a little bit better. Right, I believe there's another attire on this Bubba import that we can poach. And we don't need to copy as much, yep, so that's just the red one instead. Oh, I never done the gloves on that one. Right, so the body arm thing, that's already been done. Right, so I think that's Bubba, so I don't think I actually done the full import properly there. Dum. Right, so I think I need to click on the other one and import again. It's so easy to miss one little thing. I mean, you've seen it yourself when I do my videos or somebody comes out and I'm like, oh, I never changed that. You know, it's like, oh. It annoys you, it really does. It really gets to you. Just when you miss the simplest little thing. Right, take the glasses off this one again. Need to be careful how quickly I click on things. This game likes to crash when you make it do too much. Not as bad as 2K20 though. It doesn't crash nearly as often as that. That's something I still haven't done either. I said I was going to click on 2K20 one night for a live stream. I might still do that at some point. Might do that next week since there's not going to be a... Hopefully we will have a video up, but I still need to actually edit movesets. And I still need to actually set up the universe. So, I mean, there's probably still another couple of live streams I could do as well, to be fair. So there's probably still a couple more that I could do. Probably just do them next week. Yes, the modern universe. There's actually an interesting thing. If I click on 2K20 and load it up, the modern universe is there. The last episode is actually, or the next episode of that modern universe is there, literally sitting there, ready to go. The whole episode is there with characters, outfits, everything. It is all sitting there, ready. And I saw it and I just went, wow, I couldn't even tell you what I was planning on doing. I was like, that is crazy that that's actually still all there. Right, yep, that maybe not enough. Well, that makes no bloody sense. How can there be 9 left? Why would you give me the option of that many letters? Wait, it was just written in a second ago. Bubba Ray Dudley. How this tit right it in if I can't? Right, give me a sec. I'll go back for here. I tried going down and it wouldn't let me. Alright, space. Nope. There you go. Get back down there. Yeah. Try to be a knob. Right, I think we can change that to just Bubba Dudley. Ah, the lovely noise of clicks. Yes. Yes. social, and you can't even take that away. The social account always needs to be there. Like, if you do that, boom, there has to be something in there, because technically none of them should have a social media account in 2001. I don't even think Bebo was a thing yet. Nah, Dudleys were getting cheered at that point in time, through and through. Everyone loved the Dudleys. How could you not? Yeah, got the logos in the back. There we go. And we've got a Devon that's exactly the same. We just need to transfer stuff over. But as I said, if anyone's got any kind of questions about the universe, oh wait, actually, that's what I was going to tell you. As I said, I did have a plan for Hulk Hogan, but it's definitely not going to happen now. So the plan was I was going to have Nitro and Thunder, and at the very first episode, I would have had Eric Bischoff at the Big Bang doing a promo, and he would announce, because at the time I was going to have Booker T being the champion, because I was going to go by the last episode of Nitro, but now it'll be Steiner, because technically it would have ended by then. Anyway, Booker T would have been champ, and the main event for that night would have been set up to be Booker T versus Sting. But Hulk Hogan would have came out and announced that he is in fact part of Eric Bischoff's group that invested money to buy WCW. Therefore, he is still part investor, part owner, and Hulk Hogan would start throwing his weight about, put himself in the main event, and then as time goes on, Bischoff would have said, you know what, we're going to separate it, Hogan. You want to run a show, you run a show, and Hogan would take Thunder, and Bischoff would keep Nitro, and they would have split it like that. But nah, but that was the plan with Hogan, but that won't happen now. So, and Scott Steiner will technically be champion. So we will have Steiner. Yeah, exactly. It sounds like Hogan. It sounds exactly like Hogan. Right, so we can delete this import now, freeing up space. Technically, I already edited that Buff Bagwell, Bill Buchanan. It's just a suit. It seems simple enough. Chavo, I think, is basic enough. Chavo didn't have much change over the years, did he? He was always pretty much the same. See, that's more like his WCW attire. That one with the logos there, that changes it up a notch. Chavo never really changed much over the years, did he? He kind of just stayed the same. He never really changed his attire or done much. Nah. I would have gave Hogan Thunder. But Thunder will definitely happen now, as it was confirmed. And also, Bischoff, actually, if you watch the arena video that I put up, I said how I didn't want to have it on Monday nights, because I don't think Bischoff would have been stupid enough to keep Nitro on Mondays. You've lost the war. The fans are gone. You've lost. It turns out he would have kept it on Mondays. I watched another interview that he done, and he actually did say that he wouldn't have changed days. He would have kept Nitro and Thunder on their same days, which is Mondays and Thursdays, against Raw and SmackDown. And I'm like, really, Bischoff? You're that stupid? I mean, come on. It's just dumb. You've lost the war. But nah. Oh, Hernandez. I always liked Hernandez, but when they finally gave him the main event run, it was like, you're too late. It's been and gone. What was I about to do there? I was completely blank, so I started telling a story. Right, so we'll go for a... The other one's red, so we'll put a black one there. Oh god, that looks weird. Nah, screw it, I'll do it. It's only Chavo, we'll live. But nah, Bischoff would have kept it on those nights, which to me is just suicide. Really is. No, I've not skipped Batista. He comes under Deacon Batista, so it starts with a D. So he's under the Ds. So we're coming up for him. I don't want to skip ahead, because then I forget who I've done if I start skipping up and down the page. so I don't want to just shoot down to Batista. It's actually a really good looking travel, to be honest. I've got to give credit where it's due. It's actually pretty damn good. Yep, Mike Awesome was in a tag team with Lance Storm, Team Canada. And they are technically, if you watch that last episode, not the official last episode of Nitro, if you watch the second last episode of Nitro, Team Canada became the number one contenders for the tag titles. So technically, they are in line for the shot at the tag titles when it comes to this universe. So Mike Awesome and Lance Storm will be in WCW as Team Canada, and they will be number one contenders for Sean O'Haire and Chuck Palumbo's tag team titles. This says I'm keeping it very accurate. I've done my research. Yeah, I need to, if I don't start at the top and start working my way down, I'll be all over the place and I'll not have a clue what I'm doing. God, Christopher Daniels, man, that's an AEW Christopher Daniels. That's going to take a bit of editing. I mean, what did Christopher Daniels even look like with that? Oh, wait, right. We've got two Ben. Which one of these Benoits looks better? I mean, this one, technically 2001, he still had a bit of a hairline. I think I put that one in because I wanted to use some of the things from it. I think this one, he did still have a bit more of a... I loved Mike Awesome. Mike Awesome, Sean O'Haire, just big guys. Chuck Palumbo as well, man. Big guys that could move. But for some reason, Vince just doesn't like them. Who's going to be ECW champions? Well, Rhino, when they shut the doors, was technically the last ECW world champion and TV champion. And Danny Doring and Roadkill were the tag team champions. So, going to go with that. But I think what I'm going to do is like on the first night back, like Rhino will defend the ECW title. But actually, to be fair, I can tell you, because it's not exactly a spoiler, I'm hyping up the shows, aren't I? The main event of the first ECW show that I have written down as of now, you know, card subject to change, so don't bite my head off. Rhino will defend the ECW championship against someone that never held it in Rob Van Dam. And I think the tag titles I was going to do a three-way dance. So Danny Doring and Roadkill versus... I literally have it written down in front of me and I'm trying to remember it. Where are you? Oh yeah, there it is. Versus Little Guido and Mama Luke and Tajiri and Mikey Whipwreck. And the TV title will be a four-way dance with 4 former world champions, all of which had never held the TV title. Just incredible. Jerry Lynn, the Sandman, and Tommy Dreamer. And then I've got other matches, which all the other matches will generally involve new recruited talent. From Lesnar and Shelton to other people. So we do have other people there. Right, so one of them blue, so we can try and import. I'm sure I've done this for a reason. If I click on the other Benoit, I might remember. Ah, that was why. I remember now. I remember why I done it. Why is it ABCs in? I done it because those bits were blue. That was why. Ah, yes, Cyrus. I was trying to decide when it came to Cyrus. Good old Don Callis. I don't think... I mean, I do want to use them, but I'm not sure how to use them because technically the whole network thing wouldn't be around. So a part of me did think he could be in WCW. He could manage Team Canada, Mike Awesome and Lance Storm. Neither one of them were exactly fantastic on the microphone. Could keep him in ECW, but he's technically just contracted talent there now, which would change who he is. There's no point putting him in WWF. He doesn't really fit into that. Oh, that's a more forward on outfit. Right, that's fine. That's Benoit done then. I don't need to do anything else with him, I don't believe. Whew, it takes time to get through this crap, so it does. And if I remember correctly, I done that with a blue one because the episode of SmackDown that I watched was it yellow? Can't remember. Anyway, it was something like that with the ones he was wearing, but I can edit that after I double check it. I'm just trying to get Benoit ones are easy because you're just changing colours. It's I'm more editing the ones that need a lot more done. Like the Christopher Daniels one's going to be a bit of a hard one. Oh, for God's sake, it went right back down again. Oh, for God's sake. There. But yeah, Cyrus, Don Callis. I'm sure there's a way he can fit in somewhere. Got 100 core spots and 5 shows a week. Good God. Don't get me wrong, it's all right while we're still on lockdown and stuff. It's gonna be a different story if I'm if I'm working full time and things like that. But as I say, as long as the videos are getting the likes, getting the comments, as long as the love's been shown, I'll always keep making them. It's just when things start to die down, I don't see the point. That's all I say. Right, so we can delete you. Actually, wait, I want to double check that. Oh, no, wait, shit, I had the wrong thing. Oh, well, see, even Chris Harris. That's actually not a bad looking Christian now that I see it a bit more close up. Christopher Daniels. God, man, he's going to be a hard one to edit. Oh, I'd imagine Christopher Daniels is. Kazarian always reminded me of Antonio Banderas for some reason. Yeah, I think Test will get his wins again. Well, that'll be up to the AI, won't it? I swear to God, if we get to Royal Rumble and Test wins it again, I'm calling rigged. Right? Someone has hacked that Test to not get eliminated when they've put it up on Community Creations. God, Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels in 2001. God, you can all do it with me if you want. Pick up your phone. I'm Googling Christopher Daniels 2001. Let's see. Images. Okay. Whoa. So what are we going for with the look here? God, it's actually hard to say. Oh, he didn't have the... Did he have the tattoo? Oh, no, he did. He actually still had that tattoo on his chest. Oh, no, don't need to get rid of that. Probably need to try and make the face look a little bit younger because he's not exactly wrinkled up back then. This is the worst town. Right. Well, first things first, we don't need any of this stuff because you ain't wearing that. Ironically enough, he still has his hands taped up exactly the same way. And this is literally from 2000, a picture I'm looking at. And he still has his hands taped up the exact same way. Why has he got a gimp collar on? Ah, Curryman. You never know. We could bring Curryman in for a laugh. I'm never bringing Suicide in, though. I couldn't stand that character. Far too weird. All right, 2001. Just looking at the trunks and that. And he still has his hands taped up the exact same way. He's got a funky little goatee, which might hide his wrinkles. So let's see. Appearance. See, these are the ones I really need to edit. Lipstick, if you want. I won't judge. He's got some wrinkles around his eyes and that. Facial hair, full beard. Nah, he's got a big goatee in this image here. Quite a perfect goatee, to be fair. Can we get just a regular... What the hell is that? People don't actually do that, do they? I have never seen anyone do that. The amount of jokes I'd make to someone, I'd say, "Mate, have you got a snake on your face?" I mean, what the hell? Trying to if I saw someone, that's something some hipster dipshit would have. Good God. You deserve to get slapped if you had that in your face. Oh, the Triple H Shawn Michaels feud was amazing. I loved that feud. It was fantastic. You know, it was just a proper feud. You know, and Shawn Michaels, I never really watched Shawn Michaels because he was pretty much done when I got into it. So I only saw old stuff on Michaels. So when he actually came back in '02, that was me actually getting to see Shawn Michaels do what he does. I'm just trying to get a look at this weird goatee here. No, I think that's actually the best we're going to get. Not a lot of options in the goatee department, I've got to say. That one might work. Looks like it has it near enough bloody jet black as well. There's another question for all of you then. What was your favourite feud? I probably need to go 2000. I always enjoyed the Rock Triple H stuff. I did love Shawn Michaels Triple H though. But when I was a kid, I did enjoy the whole just Triple H and the Rock getting screwed, Triple H cheating all the time. You were just waiting for the Rock to finally get him. I did enjoy that. Oh, there's a bloody section for goatees. God damn it. I'm a moron. I never look at this stuff. Right, goatees. Good God almighty. I want a wrestler to come in with this. This would take Mustache Mountain to a new level. Even though it's a goatee, not a mustache. There could be special appearances, because if you actually look at the OVW stuff, you'll actually see that people actually did. So I saw a thing and it was like Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker in 2001 in OVW. It's like they actually did do stuff like that. Oh, Cena versus Edge. Come on, man. Cena versus anyone was a bad rivalry. I enjoyed Cena JBL. I was one of those people. I liked John Cena until they went PG. When they went PG, John Cena just lost it. He completely lost it for me. He became the PG guy, and I just didn't like him. I just didn't enjoy watching him in any way whatsoever. I just lost all interest in him completely. Right, the ones weren't good. I'll need to stick with the one that I had. But Cena and Edge, man, same with Cena and Orton. Bored the hell out of me, man. Rolf Okada and Tanahashi, they had a rivalry. I was quite surprised to see Will Ospreay very surprised with Will Ospreay winning the title. Saw a headline for that. I didn't even know what happened. I was like, where the hell was that bloody one I just saw? Was it that one? I can't remember. I think it was that one. I completely blanked it. Make it a wee bit brighter. Yes, Jimmy Havoc, Will Ospreay, they had a hell of a feud. Jimmy Havoc, I've seen him in action plenty of times, man. Good God. YouTube that. Jimmy Havoc versus Mikey Whiplash, ICW death match. God, man. A small venue didn't stop them from going through a sheet of glass. But it near enough hit me in the eye. I didn't expect Ospreay to win because Kenny Omega's doing this belt collector thing, and with not Okada, bloody Ibushi holding the belt, it seemed all set, for him because Omega's going to beat Rich Swann. I mean, come on, Rich Swann's not winning that match. Who in their right mind actually thinks he's going to win that? They're not putting the AEW title on Rich Swann. Sorry, but no, he's a good wrestler, but I don't see heavyweight champion from that. I just saw the comment up above there. Benjamin I. Raven, Tommy Dreamer. And I mean, that rivalry went on for what, decade? They ended up facing each other again and again in different companies. They just kept that feud going. Right. Bottoms got to go. And in this, you are wearing little. That's trunks you're wearing. Oh, no, but that's trunk design. I will admit though, Will Ospreay Omega, that, but I would much rather see. Because I would love to see the. No, Omega won't go back to New Japan. It would be an AEW, but I personally would like to see. Oh, these ones might actually match what he's wearing in this picture. It's a little bit darker. Oh, all right, and that bit's black. Oh, Christopher Daniels stealing John Cena's amateur trunks here. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Generation Me, the Young Bucks in TNA, when they faced the Motor City Machine Guns. They did. I remember watching T. I loved TNA at that point, before Hulk Hogan ruined it. Oh man, when Generation Me first came in, I didn't know who the Young Bucks were or anything like that. Oh, I thought they were brilliant. Watching these guys, don't get me wrong, the first thing I said was, whoa, somebody wants to be the Hardy Boys. But oh man, they were brilliant. I was incredibly impressed when I first saw them. I was like, these guys are entertaining. Right, knee pads. What do your knee pads look like? Good God, what do your knee pads look like? They're weird looking. Oh God, they've got two colours in there. It's gonna be a hard one to find. I suppose that could roughly do. I mean, I'm not going to get the one that he's actually wearing. It's like red on the black on the bottom, red on the top. So I'd need one that I can do the colours that way. I don't know any that actually go like that. A strange way that works. It's got the red and that in it. I say it doesn't need to be spot on as long as it's accurate. PWG. I'm not huge. I don't like the constant breaking, throwing slow motion hand grenades in stupid things like that, and that PWG done it all the time. That was one of my biggest worries with AEW. I thought, are the Young Bucks and all that going to do all that PWG stuff? That was one of my biggest worries. That they were going to do all that stuff, man. And I'm happy they haven't. I was really worried they were going to do it. I mean, I will admit, Orange Cassidy does get on my nerves a bit. He is a good wrestler, but every time he like when he stood in front of Pac and he's kicking his legs dead slowly, and I'm like, yeah, Pac's the kind of guy who realistically should just smack him. It's like he wouldn't get away with doing that to a lot of wrestlers. It gets in my nerves. I like old school. I grew up watching wrestling before internet blew up and everything got spoiled. I enjoy kayfabe. I wish more wrestlers would stand by kayfabe. I think too many just completely break it on a regular basis, which really sucks. Honestly, I love MJF. He stands by that character. He does not break character. And I love it. I love that he stays in that character all the way. That's what I love seeing. I love seeing somebody just stick to their character. That's my favorite. Even Becky Lynch, she's like that. She sticks to her character. She doesn't change it. God, Christopher Daniels, man, he look weird. Looks so old. Actually looks more like Brandon Cutler in a strange way. I've made him look more like Brandon Cutler than he does Christopher Daniels. Oh, well, I managed to do that. Oh, Christopher Daniels. Well, you're meant to be young and amateur, aren't you? I mean, what am I supposed to do? I don't think there's much I can do to your face to really make you look younger because it's a face thing. It's been stuck on, isn't it? So I can't exactly do much with the wrinkles. I mean, is there anything I can... Oh, that's the eyeballs. Eyelashes, eye makeup. Scars, face paint. Nah, there's not much I can do. We'll just need to live with... Although, to be fair, Christopher Daniels has looked the same all the time. Although he does still... I could technically put hair on him. I mean, he did have a bit of hair at the time. Could put a little short do on him. Yeah, Blood and Guts. I saw that had been announced. I'm intrigued just to see what it looks like. I hope it's not a complete rip-off. I personally think it's going to be a mixture of War Games meets Lethal Lockdown. I think they're going to do a little mixture there. I never had that much hair. I wish they'd put their hair in a much better order. God, even now I'm seeing Christopher Daniels' face with weird hairdos as well. It just freaks me out. Come on, just give me a wee short daft thing. Something like this. This is closer to what I had. That's the same one. It's on Bubba, but that's pretty much what he's got in this picture as well, except it's blonde for some strange reason. Ugh, not that bloody blonde. Yeah, for some reason he's got bleached blonde, no hair. Yep, don't know why, but that's what Christopher Daniels had in the 28th of the 6th, 2001. That is the hairdo he pretty much had. It's a bit more bleacher, to be honest. Yeah, well, I've heard of CZW. I've not watched lots of it, but I mean, I know of it. That was another one we had. We had one of their guys. I forget who it was as well. He came over. He came over to Scotland and wrestled for ICW. Can't remember who he faced. If it was Mikey Whiplash or I can't remember. But he faced someone, and I always remember because ICW likes to get tables that are real tables and don't break. Not as bad as New Japan's, not as solid as those, but not far off it. They like to use some proper solid tables as well. And I remember when the match was done, he stood up and he just pointed at the table and looked at the crowd and he was like, "Where do you get these from?" And everyone started chanting B&Q, which is a place in the UK where you get tables and stuff, things like that. And he just set the table back up, climbed up the top rope, and launched himself through the air through the table. And he just stood up and went, "There you go." Everyone cheered. But nah, as he was leaving, we all chanted, "Please come back. We were happy with you. You can come back. You're more than welcome." Can I not write Christopher Daniels? Or is that asking for too much? Well, that should fit. I'm just counting that there to make sure. Aye, Christopher. Yeah, that should. Aye, that's fine. And if I just take the D out, whoop whoop. Ta-da! Oh, presentation name. We should be able to get. Oh, we'll get Christopher. I'm very surprised if I never had Christopher in this. Oh wait, that's a nickname. I put that under. I don't know if that matters or not. Ricky Shane, yeah, that sounds familiar. Ricky, that does sound familiar. Good God, he died at a show and he got revived. Bloody hell. See, that's something I like about ICW. They do bring in a mixture of. I know Daniel will be in here. Oh, Daniels, boom. Christopher Daniels. Well, at least you can hear his announcement. Oh, well, we should get Teddy Long in again. We should put as many Longs in as possible. God, what is wrong with this thing? There we go. Good God, man, going on 2 hours. I honestly thought I'd have about 3 or 4 people watching this. I didn't think would be sitting between 10 to 20 the entire time. So, as I said, I didn't think you would care about watching stuff like this. I just seeing things getting edited and seeing the arenas and stuff like that. I didn't think it would actually be that. I didn't think it was something people would be too fussed in, but obviously I was wrong. Why did I go? Oh, I changed Christopher Daniels to change his name. Right, Chris Harris, I believe he's just got his basic look. I don't think there's much I need to. Yes, true. Actually, Teddy Long was a referee at the time. So Chris Harris, that's pretty much. Don't know why he's got a shield gear on there. Right, we're not going to be wearing the shield gear. I can promise you that. Right, Chris Harris. I'm guessing that was pretty much his outfit at the time. Don't know about the jacket, but Chris Harris, man, he really let himself go. He had a lot of potential. Because he was a good wrestler. Even that podcast I listened to, he actually mentioned that Eric Bischoff, how he said how he wanted to build the new company around, he would still have brought in, he wanted to bring in like a Goldberg and try and get Sting in if he could, but he wanted to go around guys like Sean O'Hare, Chris Harris, and he knew he had young guys like Chris Harris, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, they were all there. So he was looking at them. So, he did have these guys, he had his eyes on them. Sainsbury Triple H. Aye, in a way he does. I'll admit that. Nah, if you are enjoying them, as I says, I don't have anything to put up next week, but I've still got a good bit of editing to do. I still need to go through all the move sets, and of course, I need to go through. I need to actually create the universe. I need to set up the stables. I need to set the champion. I need to double check. I think I've done all the belts. I'm not sure. Even that, we'll do a quick check because that's easy check, doesn't it? Championships. Yeah, so got them in. You can see I've downloaded specific. We've got WWF logos on the belts. We've went more accurate, I've done it to a T. We've got WWF in. We don't have the numbers at the end of the championship belts. So WWF, yeah. That says I need to change that to an F. So yeah. Yeah, there's 2 mid-card belts, tag, women's. The hardcore title doesn't have anything on it, so I can still use the regular hardcore. So that is all the WWF belts are there. ECW belts, and I believe the WCW ones, that was the only one I needed to change. The other ones I can still just use. It's only if I want to bring back the TV title. I would need to download a TV title. That's the only one. I cannot get, there is not cruiserweight tag team titles. Someone asked me that. I'll even check again. Because they only just introduced WCW Greed, the pay-per-view that I mentioned earlier. They had literally only just brought in the belts. Wait, that's wrong. Missed an eye. Right, and tag. They just haven't made the WCW Cruiserweight Tag Team titles. No one's made them. God, what the hell is that? Progress? That would Progress's tag titles? I don't think they're that detailed. Don't get me wrong. If I didn't have the belts, I was just going to say Bischoff decided the Cruiserweight tag titles, we aren't going to continue them. They'd only just been introduced. It was Eli Skipper, Primetime, and Kid Romeo that had only just won them. So they'd be holding them. Technically, Billy Kidman and Rey Mysterio won them on the last episode of Nitro, but we're not going to be doing that episode. So it would have been Kid Romeo and Eli Skipper that were the champions. But I looked through this before. No one had made them. If they were there, I would use them, but no one seems to have made them. So unfortunately, that means there will be someone made an ECW Cruiserweight Championship. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, there's 81 pages. They could literally be anywhere. They could be in there. This is what I hate about this. People putting tags on stuff. Just only put. I just saw the ICW tag team titles there. I really wish they would change them. I can't stand the ICW tag titles. They just look insanely cheap. They updated their other belts and made them look so much better. But the tag belts just still look like little plastic toys. Don't like them. Yeah. I'll check one more page. But as I said, they could be on page 10 for all I know. That's the actual cruiserweight title. The belts look quite cool because they've put like an actual realistic graphic over it. It's almost tempting to download them just because they look more real. I say you could sit on this page for an hour alone. Ah, yes. Well, Rey Mysterio was one I wondered about. I'll put this question to use. Do you honestly think Rey Mysterio would go back to WCW? Honest question. Again, think of the Time Warner contract. He's got guaranteed money. Do you think he would want to go back there? Because Rey Mysterio said he was very unhappy, when he got unmasked and what happened. Deep down, I don't think he'd have went. That is something I did think about. Would Rey Mysterio Jr. have went back to that WCW, or would he have just sat on that Time Warner contract and went to WWE? It was something that I thought about. So, what's your opinion? Do you think he would have? Yeah, probably back to Mexico. Christian actually does look good. He's got some length of hair. I don't think his hair was that long. I think we can maybe get rid of the Tarzan hair. Yeah, I think a different hairdo could be a good way to go here. But yes, Christian, the Disney princess. Well, maybe not with the goggles. Right, let's sort the hair out first. That's a little bit. A good face on it. We'll give it that. So we need Christian with long hair. Again, this is when I just need a little Google image just to pinpoint the exact hair. Feel like a stylist. Christian 2000. Don't type in just Christian 2001. I'll end up with Hunters of God crap. Yeah, see. Yeah, see, he actually was cutting it a lot shorter at the time as well. It was only just past his shoulders. So I mean, this is down to his ass. And he had it kind of sleeked back with a wet look. No, not that bad. In a strange way, that actually kind of looks like what he was doing at the time, because it is all sleeked back with a wet look. That actually strangely does. It's just the fact his face kind of looks weird there. But the image I'm looking at right now that's actually close to what his hair looks like at that time. He always had it sleeked back and tied back in 2001. Obviously, in 2000, he had it more kind of bushed out, same as Edge, because Edge done the same thing. He had the kind of sleeked back, wet look as well. Let's see how it looks when we make it a bit. Ugh, not that blonde. Yeah, he had a kind of dirty blonde, didn't he? What? Oh, God, he's got Francine's shit face. He looks like a Terminator. What the hell happened to the side of his face? What the hell is that? He's got bird keek down the side of his face. Come on. Oh. We might need to use hair that covers the side of his face. Give me a sec. We're going to need to look at his face and see if we can fix this in some kind of way. Oh, does he looks like a T800? Get bloody. No, don't go out completely. God damn it. Oh, that's what it is. You need to come out of that in order to get to the face. Aye, shush. Right, so I think the face thing that went on. I mean, what did you face scan to do this? I like how he's got the cheeky smirk and he's got the one line going down the side of his face with the cheeky smirk. And then his machine form is coming out the side of his face. I don't know what you click on here because I've never actually used this stuff. Oh god. I just turned them into JR. Right. I think we're going to just have to put long hair on him. Yeah, that hairdo down the other side would probably work. We need to cover up. Right, into the hair, let's try and cover the side of your messed up face. You know that, and I'll need to try and download another Christian, but there was not a lot of good ones. Oh, it's right on his face, this big bird keek. You're always going to notice that when he comes to the ring. Go to face paint logos. All right, let's see. I say I don't look at this stuff, so I've got no clue. I've never done the whole face stuff. Face paint logos. Is that under face or is that on this? Yeah, I was gonna say it's not in that bit, is it? Hmm. Oh yeah, we can't really put any of that on it unless we actually want him to look like a bloody Terminator. That's going to be hard to do and pull off. I mean, what am I to do? Just stick this there and try and colour it in? Is that what you're thinking? And just try to do that and then colour it in to the colour of his face or something like that? Well, designs, that's what I'm on. I mean, I'm pretty sure if we colour that in, oh, that's going to look. It looks like a giant band-aid on the side of his face. All right, let's mess with the colours. I don't even know what colour we're going for here. Pink of some sort. I mean, what colour am I going for here to make this look like his face? I don't know what I'm actually trying to do right now. I mean, what colour is that? I mean, what colour is a white person? Like, really, the actual colour of your skin? What actually is it? I don't know. Somebody help me here. What colour am I looking for? Oh, I have no clue what I'm trying to do right now. Right, that's not working. So I think purple's out of the question that I'm trying to get pink from. Right, white and black's not going to work. Well, then again, I can use this bit down here as well, can't I? Right, well, we're on yellow. That would probably help too, to be fair. Oh, no, not too much, though. Yeah, it's not doing that much when you think about it. Oh, good God. Right, let's move you along. Oh, it's never going to work. Oh, this is never going to, that's always going to stand out. There's no way this will ever work. Oh, man. I mean, what color are you really looking for here? Red. I don't see that working. I don't think I have anything in custom logos that's going to cover this up. I mean, it would need to be a face, really, or part of a face. Well, I suppose there is some. Where do the faces come under? If I could find Christian's actual face, I could probably use that. Where's currently used? Oh, they're not get currently used for his actual face logo. I mean, this is a bit of skin, isn't it? What happens if I put that up there? Will that cover in the side of your messed up face? Just stay still, Mr. Christian, while we apply some skin. Oh no, that's a bit weird looking. It would need to be a bit darker. Use the flesh. Ugh. Oh god, no, right, we need a bit that's not quite. Oh, good god. Well, this is something new I've never done before. Christian, if your actual face would come up in here right now, that would come in handy. Perry Saturn's chest. Don't think that's going to work. Jerry Lynn. Vampiro. Jeff Jarrett. Don't think that'll work. Oh, come on, Christian. Where is your face? Yeah, I tried using that opposite thing. It didn't work. That was what I tried a second ago. Hey, Face Off's a great movie. Let's slag off Face Off. Face Off's the bollocks. Love that movie. Jeff, you've got blonde hair. Could we use part of you? When to become one. Just that. He just comes to the ring. He just get Jeff Jarrett on the side of his head. It's like, I'm back, Vince. You couldn't get rid of me. Hey, if Christian's face is in the middle of this, God only knows where. And we've got Test there, Perry Saturn, a set of boobs, another set of boobs. Christian, where are thou? Not that I think Christian's face is going to help very much, but I mean, at least it's the same kind of colour, if you get what I mean. It's the same kind of colour padding. Come on, Christian, where are you at, boy? Why is Groot in there? When did I download Groot? The things you get when you download stuff. Oh, I remember I downloaded. Oh, who was it? And for some reason, their second attire is Groot. I have no idea why. Let's buff this stuff. Whose faces is that? That's not Christian anyway. Yeah, I do not know where Christian is in it. Oh, I might need to download another Christian. Because that's going to bug me every time we see him. That big bird keek down his face. Oh, God. And we'll try again. What you were saying there, we can try. See, this is the joys of editing. Yeah. You're saying trying to go for an orange. Trying to get it to blend in. It's just not happening. And then once you go past 240, it just, that big bird keek comes through. Ah, oh, damn you, game. Yeah, we might need another Christian. All we need is a face for Christian, to be fair. A face would be fine. You know, the Christian's fine, the attire's fine. It was only, I thought the only thing we had to change on that was the hair. And I thought that would have been fine. But no, got to do it the hard way. Always the hard way. Come on, game. Complimented you for your loading times. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, DJ. I'm having a little peek. Just going to see if we can see a Christian face. Yeah, that's it. I really don't need one of my guys to have a cum stain down the side of his face. That's really affecting. I think that'll really rush in the PG era a lot more. Ah, see, I never saw the bird keek on his face there when I thingied it before. I can't see it. That's why I downloaded it. I thought that one looks all right. All I need to do is change the hair. You see that? That looks nothing like him. That doesn't look good at all. We don't want to use the short hair one because, again, looks nothing like him. That Christian 99, the face on that one maybe looks okay. Face on that one, I mean, if we transferred all the stuff from the other one, except the face, that one might work. This one looks more like Jerry Lynn. Let's try this 99 one then. We'll transfer the attires from the other one. I've got 20 downloads, so if we need anything, at least I've got 20 downloads to mess with. Oh, I remember Trish wearing that outfit. That was when she turned heel on Jericho, teamed up with Christian. She looked very nice. What's my plan for New Universe? I guess you've just joined us. I'll do the short version. May 2001, Eric Bischoff has managed to purchase WCW and do the Big Bang pay-per-view to restart it. Vince McMahon has purchased ECW. Shane McMahon has been given it to run. He will hire Paul Heyman to run it with him. And they will run ECW together, almost in a way that NXT is today. Oh yeah, that face on Christian looks all right. See, this one, the other one had a jizz stain, and this one has a penis on his chest. Right. And pretty much WWF, we will... Give me a sec. I'm just trying to get to this Christian here. There we go. And WWF pretty much will run the same, but the difference being the invasion angle never happens. Certain wrestlers never join WWF, so the whole landscape of the World Wrestling Federation changes completely. Right, so you need your funky glasses. Top. We'll just put everything on here. Tights from 2001, and the boots would just be the same pretty much. The wet look hair. Eyelashes, apparently. I've just realised I've made this worse on myself because I've put goggles on his face. Come on, Christian. Be what we need. All right, let's... Moment of truth. And... What is that? Oh, God. What's wrong with his face? Oh, my God. We'll need to give him a different hairdo. Good God. That is a mess. It looks like him, but I think we'd need to put hair over his face, but it's definitely better than the last one. It looks like he's put a design on him there, so if we go to face and at least delete that design, that should at least... Oh, that's that, but this is when I get mixed up for what I'm actually trying to look at. Yeah, face tattoo. Right, so we can get rid of that. Oh, he's got big white patch. Wait, did I put that face on him? No, 'cause it's not the same face. I was just thinking there, did I transfer the face without realising? He's got the same white patch. Oh, damn you. That's a good point, actually. The face isn't there to transfer over, which is unusual. Oh, God, game. Making this one difficult for me, aren't you? Safe to say we won't be getting through all the wrestlers in one night, man. That's over 2 hours. Oh, God. I mean, this one's worse than the last one. That's all the short hairs. And you would need to have long hair covering the side of his face. The worst thing is now, see, because you're all watching me do this, whenever Christian comes out, you will all know it's there. Everyone knows it. I can't hide it because I've made this video and you're all watching it and you're all seeing that on the side of his face. Why do you think I've downloaded 2 Francines to try and get rid of the skid mark on the side of her face? Because you can't even just get basic hair in this game, man. Stupid hairdos they put in. See, that actually is that's the hair he needs to have. That's the kind of wet look that he uses. Damn. Oh, Christian, it's been made difficult with you, isn't it? Hmm. Oh God, may as well have a look. Right, photo capture. It's just these weirdos. All right. Yeah, I didn't know that was in there. Any chances are in order of name? Which one? Good God, I can't even tell who half of these are. Oh God, that explains the Francine one. Look at the side of the face with the hair. No wonder that came out looking like that. Oh God. Which one of these is Christian? Oh, look at the Sandman one. That explains everything. That explains everything. Oh man. I've probably went right past Christian. Oh wait, Christian. Right, reset. Yeah, let's try this ourselves. Oh good God. Right, I've never done this, so be patient with me. Oh. No. Turn head. Oh God, this is this is just creepy looking. It's like something out of a horror movie. Try to get the eyeballs in the mouth proper. Good God. Why would you use an image of Christian where he's smirking? The picture needs to be flat. I mean, good God. I mean, that doesn't come out. There it is there. It's the light. That's what it is. See the picture? It's the light from the picture shining on the side of his face. You can see it. God damn it. But if I turn it round, his eyeball's going to go away to the side. I mean, that's to get rid of it. His face is going to look smudged over like a complete moron. I mean, is that actually what it comes out looking like? Does it not even set or anything to look a bit better? How much can I get round without bringing the white bit in? I'm trying to be cocky here. This is going to look so deformed. Really? That's what it ends up looking like? Come on. That actually is the worst picture they could have used. God, you could probably mess with all this stuff to actually fix it a bit, but I'd gotta be here all day. Oh, good God, I'm messing with things. See, again, these are things you could probably fix. This is gonna look bad. Oh, man. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. This is gonna be weird looking. His face is gonna be off by a good bit. Yeah, what the hell? I thought Sandman looked like shit. Fucking destroyed Christian. Oh God, yeah, I think Christian's something I'm going to have to go back to later. I'm going to be spending way too much time trying to fix Christian. Good God, that is the worst picture. You're right, it's the worst picture they could have used because it's off balance because he's smirking, which lifts his eye up as well. It is literally the worst picture you could have used. The face has to be like a passport photo. You know, it has to be a flat picture. Oh God, that is the worst picture they could have used by far. Oh, I don't believe that. I thought Christian was going to be a simple one. I really did. Oh, right. I'll do what you said as well. We'll have one look at this and I'll look at most recent. Maybe someone done a recent one, a Christian. It's worth one little peek just to see. I usually find most recent it's just a lot of weird stuff. It looks more like Test. Why does Edge get that hairdo as well? Yeah, that doesn't look anything like Christian. Christian York's actually one I tried to find, but they all look like that. I'm not going to lie, but that looks better than the other ones. If it's an actual creations that have an actual face on it. It doesn't look totally like him, but it looks better than the other ones. Yeah, that's another one. The face for a distance kind of looks like him. That one there, that doesn't look... Chris Tane. Really? So, I mean, there's two there that could be okay. Yeah, that O2 one doesn't look too clever. All right, so there's two there. The first one was that. No, it wasn't that one. What one was it? Ah, it was that one. So there's that one. One at the... Yeah, so those two. There was that one there and that one there. That looks a bit more like him. It's hard to tell. This one could be okay. I can just transfer over the stuff again. Ah, screw it. There's enough download space there. It's just when you fill up your 1,000 images and you need to start going through the images and deleting them all. Really, really annoying. All right, this is my last attempt at Christian. If it doesn't work, I'll do it another day. We'll see what this one looks like. God, man, we're only on the seas. We'll try and get to Batista and make Leviathan. If we can get to Batista and finish Leviathan, we'll maybe call it a night because that's probably going to take us up to like 3 hours. It is 11:15 at night here, so right. So yeah, so that doesn't look too bad. Obviously, I mean that face there, that one looks good till you see the white patch on the face. Even that one as well. This doesn't look too bad. I say the stuff doesn't need to be absolutely perfect. Right, so let's try importing. Right, and we'll take it from. Oh, press the wrong button there. And let's see. So that's more lighter blonde he's got on him there. That's the same goatee he's got on. We'll change that from white. That's the same one. Yeah, I think this one might work. I think this looks okay. I'll put the glasses on him quickly. Oh, I'm going to need to change all of that, aren't I? Right, so that logo's got white under it no matter what. Alright, we just probably need to live with that then. For now, anyway. See? You see the crap I go through trying to build these universes? Although, as I say, when the next wrestling game comes out, there's no way we're going to get everything straight away. So I probably would stick with this game for the first month or two. Then I would get 2K22. What other ones did they have under there? Because it might be a different colour from that one with the white background. Yeah, see, that one's more plain. Oh, black's obviously not going to work with that one. Well, he did used to wear a kind of gold one, a kind of dark gold one as well. So let's just try that quickly and see how it looks. Obviously not the perfect colour, but he did wear ones like that. Yeah, so that image is a bit better because it doesn't have the automatic white through it. So right, there we go. We might have fixed Christian. The face isn't completely bang on like the other ones we hoped were. But it does give us a Christian. That's obviously just what we needed. And before I delete the other ones, just let me check. I can't remember the attire the other one was wearing, which was this one. I think he was more modern with his, was he not? Wait, that might be the one I edited, actually. Yeah, they were saying that earlier. There'll be an announcement about the 2K games, but as I said, I just don't have high hopes when it comes to 2K. I've just lost all hope with them completely. So it looks like that's the Christian we are with then. Well, we managed to fix them. Yeah, sometimes you come across a character and that's the crap you've got to go through. It's a pain in the ass, but sometimes it works. The face doesn't look that bad. Obviously, the other two had better faces on it, but the big lump of pigeon shit on the back. I'll tell you one thing, it's a bad day when we're screaming, bring back THQ. I'm the first to admit THQ annoyed me, but they annoyed me because they would not put GM mode back in. That's what kept annoying me. Because someone says to me, like, what would I do if they took out universe mode and put GM mode back in? You can still do. It depends how much freedom there would be in the GM mode. If they still allowed you to edit arenas and do create your own shows and all that, I could technically still do. It would actually be quite interesting. I mean, how interesting would an actual GM mode be if I could do? Hello. How interesting would a GM mode be if you actually had all the universe mode aspects? I mean, and I actually done like 2 shows on a Monday night, and we actually saw which show done better, and I actually could control all of them. I mean, SmackDown versus Raw 2008, you could play as Raw, SmackDown, ECW, and you could plug in 3 controllers. 3 people could play it. So, it's well, we'll fix that, before people think I can't spell. Oh, God's sake. Sorry, I'm getting a message. Answer that later. Right, Christian. That'll do for you the now. Good God. What a riot to get that done, eh? To be fair, that's the one thing I said about universe mode. I said all you need to do, and it put in the option of, like, you could put in, like, oh, you need to give them contracts and have a budget and thing. You could have the option to turn that on or off. So if people want to play universe mode and not have the GM aspects, but then you could also put in a ratings thing, and you could put in an actual, all right, all the guys need to be on contracts, and you have a budget. I'd love that, and I would love making my universe mode that I make for use with those aspects turned on, because it would be right. Bischoff spending too much money, it makes it more real. And then let's say we get a couple of years down the line, WCW is going out of business again because it's running out of money. It adds that little bit of realism in, to go with it. Imagine I deleted the wrong Christian. I think I'd just cry. Yeah, so there's Deacon there, but that won't be as hard to get to. All of these ones are pretty much self easy. Anyway, Chuck Palumbo's just a transfer of attires in here. New cutscenes for universe mode. You need to get the cutscenes first. Cutscenes never show up. Wait, I thought I downloaded Palumbo with his actual attire. Oh, I think it's somewhere else in the list. I downloaded a really dumb looking one with his WCW attires, and I was going to transfer them to that one. Ah, it's right next to it. Duh. Maybe look at the name Chuck next time. Bloody idiot. Yeah, that handshake really gets my nerves. I mean, I think you've all noticed that whenever you can always tell, and then it just cuts, and I've went to exhibition mode and start beating the guy up instead in order to dodge the cutscene, because I'm like, oh, just leave. Right, so Mr. Palumbo. So Chuck Palumbo's another one, man. He was a good, athletic, big guy wrestler. When they gave him this weird Undertaker gimmick, and it was like, what? Had him coming to the ring on a motorbike and all that. It's like, you really don't think that's going to get compared to, doesn't even look that much like Palumbo, but it's the best one we could get. Why has he still got gloves on? It just looks weird. Right, and we've got the other Chucky. There you are, and all your crapness. It's a very basic attire he had, nothing fancy, but they technically were amateur at the time. Pretty much the same hairdo, isn't it? Yeah, his hair was more jet black. Nah, who cares? We'll just take the lot out. Right, Mr. Palumbo, your face doesn't look that accurate, but you'll do. I really liked him. When I first saw Sean O'Hare, I remember thinking, "Damn man, this guy's pretty damn good." I always liked Sean O'Hare. When I remember his promos in 2003 when he was returning with a kind of devil's advocate. If you've ever seen that film, Keanu Reeves, Al Pacino, fantastic film. And it was like a kind of devil's advocate kind of gimmick he was coming back with, and then he showed up and he was Roddy Piper's bodyguard, and it was like, what? How did that happen? Vince McMahon, he doesn't like big guys that can move. You know, he wants big guys just to be big and slow and boring. It's like, no, there's nothing wrong with a big guy that's athletic as well. Was that blue as well? I thought it was or black, apparently. Oh, it's black with a blue bit on it instead. Yeah, I'm guessing those are all still just exactly the same, nothing different. Right, so Chucky as his tag team with Billy Gunn, that's something we probably won't see. Bischoff's podcast, he actually said, he asked him the question, who's the one guy, the young guy that you would have really looked at? And he went, Sean O'Hare. He said, I would have built Sean O'Hare up to be the next Goldberg. And it's like, man, crazy to think. For those that don't know Sean O'Hare was a talented wrestler. Vince McMahon never gave a crap about him. He pretty much failed at wrestling. He then tried professional fighting. He failed at that because he just wasn't really good at that. And in his mid 40s, he killed himself. Oh, because Vince McMahon doesn't like big guys doing moves that way. It's like, come on. The guy was built, had the look, was athletic. He had all the stats and build to be a huge star. But no, God forbid. Can always rely on Vince. This Chuck Palumbo just really doesn't look like him that much, and it's actually the best one. Although you've got to expect that with a lot of these guys, you weren't going to get stuff as accurate when it comes to these guys as you wanted. But nah, Sean O'Hare, he's always some. You will hear me talk about it all the time. Whenever when we start the universe, Sean O'Hare's a guy. I when I first saw him when he showed up, I didn't watch WCW. I always thought this guy looks great. You know, man, the way he was bouncing about the ring. He done a swanton bomb. He was like 6'6", 6'7". Springed up to the top rope like RVD and done a big swanton bomb better than Jeff Hardy, man. And he came right back up to his feet after he landed it. It was like, man, this guy's just a big crazy one, man. China's pretty much just China. Her attires are fine, same one we used before. Crash Holly's attire is bang on. Devon is just exactly the same. We just need to import the attires. So we'll get to Deacon Batista. We can get to Deacon. That should take us up to about the 3 hour mark. I think we'll call it a night on that. I don't need to be doing this after midnight. Right, darling. I went right past it there. All right, we need to take White Devon's attire. One thing you might not know as well, Sean O'Hare was actually Rookie of the Year for the year 2000. That was something that was one of the awards he was actually given, Rookie of the Year. So definitely had all the talent there. All right, Devon, that's more of a 2000 attire to be fair. If I remember correctly, this Devon attire, it's attire 2, that's the 2001 attire. I know he's pretty much got this stuff on, but it's easier just to go through and click it all on. Yep, that's it. It's the white top that we need. That's his 2001 attire. And just move them over, take off the glasses, and we can delete the other Devon. I think technically I need to put a wee bit of, I might need to put Devon technically had hair at that point as well. I need the little, where's the wee, he was like Bubba, he was balding too. I was going to say that might have suited Booker T, but it wouldn't. His dreads weren't getting tied back. No ponytails, especially no top knots. I hate top knots. Kind of like Devon in a way. That's all he really had. He was shaved in at the sides and just had a wee bit of hair on the top. Don't really like. Nah, I never had anything like that. That's probably the best one to get. Yeah, see, just a wee bit of hair on the top. That's what he had. As I said, I'm trying to be accurate. As accurate as can be. Right, now I can take the glasses off it. Devon actually looks pretty good, to be honest. Say the one with the white top, that's the one we pretty much want, to be fair. Watch this, I won't be able to find that bloody hair now. Actually, in a strange way, what I could do here, I can just... Oh, no, wait, I can't. No, wait, I can. Because he never wore that 3D top anymore. I can just put that top on this one too with the blue trousers. And then whatever the hell this hairdo was, watch this, I'll not be able to find it now. Typical. That it? Oh, thank God. And that sorts that one out. Oh, yeah. Oh, we've got Shawn Stasiak, Mark Jindrak as well. Yeah, Shawn Stasiak, man. He's a weird one. I watched that one with Bischoff, and he was talking about how Shawn Stasiak, people in the locker room became very iffy with him because it turned out he was secretly recording conversations with wrestlers, as if he was trying to get dirt on them or something. I was like, what? What a weirdo. I mean, as if you're ever going to be trusted in a locker room again if you get caught doing that. There we go. Devon looks good. That makes me feel better after that Christian fiasco. Oh, to be fair, WCW had a lot of good talent, but as soon as they showed up in WWF, that was Vince McMahon's thing. He proved it with Sting when Sting finally came in. Buried him, you know. As soon as he came in, buried. He just buried all the WCW guys, even Booker T. I mean, Booker T came in as WCW champion, and what was it, 5-6 years before he got back to main event status. I mean, just buried them. Absolute waste of talent, so it was. Right, we can delete the import. I can't remember which what did Daphne look like? She was only in WCW for a little while, but I didn't even know Daphne was in WCW. Don't get me wrong, I don't know what the hell I'm doing with Daphne. I just kind of started downloading people that were in the company at the time. I'm not sure what Daphne actually done in WCW at the time. There's a picture of her here. She's holding a tag title, so I don't know who she was managing at the time. She was managing David Flair. That's a strange one to be managing. I forget who that tag partner is. Well, I don't think I'd be using David Flair because he wasn't a good wrestler. Plus, if Ric Flair didn't go, I highly doubt David Flair would have. All right, so our WCW attire seem to just consist of more, not the actual I mean, I'd say this one looks a bit more like her because she was always a bit more pale-skinned. She was always kind of hot. I've got a thing for the mental-looking chicks. Crowbar, that was it. Thank you. I was looking at the picture of the guy. I was trying to think the hell his name was. See, that's her TNA stuff. Yeah, well, she was best known for TNA. I think that's why I downloaded the other one because the attire on the other one was more. Oh no, that's true. Sean Stasiak ruined WrestleMania 17. That's why he got into a lot of trouble. He went on a radio show, and Sean Stasiak let it slip that the end of the match with Shane McMahon and Vince McMahon, they were actually all going to run in and lay out Vince McMahon, and Shane would get the win thanks to the WCW roster. But he blurted that out on a radio show about 2 days before WrestleMania. So well done, Stasiak, you absolute tube. You know, I mean, you'd kick his ass if you were one of the wrestlers, man. You'd be like, are you kidding me on? See, that's more TNA stuff as well. See, in these pictures, she's just a bit mental looking and she's just wearing jeans and a tank top, pretty much. She just seems to be pretty basic design by the looks of it. Wrestling attire here seems more along the lines of a Mickey James or something. Just give me a second here. I'm just looking at. I'm sitting here looking at model pictures of Daphne, so that doesn't make me sound creepy. I'm trying to get WCW pictures. Oh, here's a picture of Nitro. Get an idea what the front of her top say. The hell? Hunger for Unger? The hell does that mean? Hunger for Ungirl. I don't understand what a t-shirt. I mean, she's got a t-shirt here that says "Freed" on it in blue writing. Maybe go with that one. Yeah, she just WCW seem to just be jeans and a tank top by the looks of it. So I suppose we don't actually need to really go with. Yeah, Sean Stasiak was. Well, I don't really know. I never really watched him wrestle, to be honest. Right, so we don't really need to transfer it in anything for Daphne. Then we just use what's there, pretty much. So change of attire. Don't need the outfit. And she seemed to just be more of a tank top kind of thing as well. Yeah, literally just stuff like that she's wearing. I'd probably suit her with the wee stars on it and stuff like that. Unger's her last name. I didn't know that. I didn't know her name was Daphne Unger. I didn't know that. Well, I guess her first name's not actually Daphne. Right, so she seems to just dress like a bit of a nutter. I mean, God, we could do this quite easily, you know. She seems to like the colour purple. I mean, straight away we can just do that. Boom, sorted. We can get rid of that now. There we go. She seemed to just be wearing. Didn't even look like tight jeans. Just look like baggy jeans. Black or blue. I could always put her in a kilt. Oh wait, they could sit. It's not gonna let me put them on, is it? I'll get rid of them then. Yeah, ripped jeans. That kind of suits her kind of weird mosher gimmick that she does, doesn't it? I don't know what we'd be doing with her though, because David Flair, Crowbar, not sure if we'd really be using them. But we could always put her in some kind of a team of some sort with someone. But just me or the legs just seem like skeleton bones in this. I mean, it just looks weird. Oh, it's literally a woman made this game. Can't wear those shoes with those jeans. I don't even know what I'm looking for right now. I really don't. suppose these daft green ones would suit her. She seems like the kind of lassie that would have multicoloured weirdness on. See, that suits Daphne. That's what pictures I'm looking at right now. A tank top and jeans. Pretty much the way she looks. I don't even know if we'll use Daphne, to be honest. I ain't giving David Flair a US title run. No offense, right? RIP. Sorry he's gone, but David Flair, Ric Flair should never, ever have put him in the wrestling ring at the time because he was not ready. He was not close to ready at all, and it was too much pressure. Should never have put him there. Should never have put him in that position because he got everything handed to him straight away. US title run, put in big storylines. And look what happened when he went to WWF. He got put in developmental and couldn't get out of developmental. He was stuck there because he wasn't good enough, and Vince and all his people knew it. Right, that'll do for Daphne the new. As I says, I don't even know if we'll use Daphne, but she's there. Maybe we'll bring the women's title back to WCW at some point. Right, I think we're coming up on Batista. I think there's only one more or two more. Where are we? Don Marie doesn't really need any, although I think that's wrestling. Although, to be honest, I don't know if we'll be using how much we do with Don Marie. I mean, she can be in ECW. Page, right? There's 2 pages here. Trying to remember which one I was going to use. And this one literally looks like Page now. The face has been pulled back. Yeah, so that's literally his last WCW attire. The plain black bottoms. So that was his last attire. And then I think the other one, whatever the hell it is, and this one has his attire that he had when he first showed up. So I was going to use this attire because that was like the attire they ended up using when he came back to wrestling. So it seems like the attire he would have something baggier instead of the tights. The question is, which page do I use? Do I stick with this one or do I use the other one? Although the other one's got weird hair, but I suppose you could. He never really had hair that big at that point. He started cutting his hair down. Be fair, that doesn't really look like Page when you look at it, does it? I think the other one could look better. I just need to put a different hair on it. It's annoying because there's a Page in the game, but obviously the hair's just totally, totally different. So you can see Page there, but that looks like Page. That looks like Page now, you know? Yeah. Oh, good God. Let's zoom in on that. Looks like Rikishi's ass. God, what hairdo am I even going for here? Oh, God, no. That's what I mean with the hair in this game, man. It's awful. I honestly have no clue what hairdo I'm actually going for right now. I need to do this again. I'll need to DDP 2001 and see if we can get an image of him in WWE. I type that in and something else comes up completely. What the hell's that? Ah, here we go. Right, so a wee bit messy. Definitely not the one on that, though. Get past the crazy ones. We know those are there. See if that had more of a fringe on it, that would suit. Oh, wait, that might work. Because he did just have, he started cutting his hair. Oh, wait, that might work. That's got a fringe. Yeah, because he's got a daft. Right, he's not balding like that, but he has a kind of thingy fringe like that coming down on the front of his face from 2001. See what happens when we thingy it up. Yeah, like that. That's actually the right color. Zoom out a wee bit and see what it looks like. Zoom. Face is freaking me out, by the way. It's freaking me out a little bit. I can't lie. That one just looks terrible. Just seeing which jacket looks. They both look the same, to be fair. Let's get the bottoms on. According to these pictures, he wasn't wearing black glove. Oh, no, wait, he was at certain points. So he did start wearing. He did start wearing gloves like that. Okay. Didn't realise he actually wore gloves like that. He seemed to jump between them in a strange way. Ah, no, wait, he started wearing the gloves in 2002. 2001, he still went with a hand tape. Right. I don't think the elbow pads change too much. Well, I won't lie. I mean, we all know Page was towards the end of his career anyway, so it's only so much Diamond Dallas Page will be using. Could be worth looking at Community Creations again. Maybe tomorrow I'll have a wee look and see if maybe there's a better face. But Page was on the tail end of his career at the point, so. Just put that one over there then. That's it. I just saw a big comment come in. Just let me do this and then I'll have a look. Yeah, the Page, it looks weird. There's something about that face. It's just so off-putting. Right, we can get rid of the numbers. DDP will do. I can't be asked writing Diamond Dallas Page. Well, I will admit, Nash and Hall are two guys that I think would sit on their contracts. Honest truth, I think they would sit on it. I think they would see out their Time Warner deal, and that would do them. You know, I think Hogan would sit on his contract as well. It's just my honest opinion. Here we go. Right, last one, people. We're about 8 minutes until, well, 6 minutes until our 3 hour mark. So we'll make Batista the last one and we'll call it a night. That is going on midnight. So this is pretty much what I think Leviathan looks like. Fucking creepy looking. Although I suppose he was supposed to be creepy looking, wasn't he? Yeah, so this is the Deacon Batista one. So Leviathan. Let's have a Google. What the hell did I Google for this? But I suppose I could do Leviathan. OVW. Oh, you big weirdo. Must be fun looking back at this crazy stuff. All right, here we go. Got a picture of him here. So we need to give him some vampire teeth. These trunks were very different when he was wrestling. Oh no, they weren't. He actually did have a kind of logo like that. God, man, he looks like a nutter. He had a big fat woman as his manager. uh, right, let's see what we can do, and let's make us look. Can I? I can give him. Can't I give him vampire teeth? I thought that was a thing you could do. It's not that you're ever going to see them, but I could swear you could do that. Customize teeth. Urgh. Good God, I didn't know you could do that. What the hell is that? Oh, that's Jaws. That's Jaws teeth. Aw, I can't give him vampire teeth. Come on. You gotta represent Gangrel. Be a bitch. Close enough. Oh, wait, is that vampire teeth? Yeah, there we go. Got it. Material. I think we'll keep them normal. Remove teeth. Nope. You can remove teeth. Oh my God, I could create the greatest character. Ugh. That on your head. Right, come on, load. We got a Leviathan, right? So that's why his face looks weird because someone's tried to cover the hair on the top of that face. So that's why it looked a bit pinkish. Oh, someone managed to make the skin then. Yeah, there we go. Right. So as much as he was actually bald at the time, we will have to leave some type of hair on him, because of the fact he's got the black hair on that other image. Right. Good God, let me double check again here, just make sure I know what I'm doing. So he does have the tattoos at the time. Very minimal tattoos for compared to him now. Yeah, he was wrestling in. Oh God, I just got a picture of John Cena as his prototype. It's like a proto prick. And Leviathan, there you are. Right, so that logo actually needs to come down a bit by the looks of it. I need to admit, I'm actually looking forward to ICW. Why did Test and Jericho join ECW? Jericho joined because he's good friends with Paul Heyman. Same reason Austin did, and Test went because, quite simply, he felt underrated. He was never meant to be the guy, so he made himself the guy. Right, so if we do that, and then put it out a bit, and up a bit, and that kind of looks a bit more like what he's got in this image. And he's got one in his ass as well. I suppose the one in his ass could stay where it is. The one in the front can come up like that. I just can't change the color of the tights because the logo is black behind it. So if I ever change that, it's got that on it. So it'll always need to be black. All right, you big man, were you wearing? Yep, you had your knee pads, you had your boots. Boots weren't. Boots were more basic. Well, they would be here in OVW. You'd have basic boots. You're not going to get the fanciest of gear. You're not exactly making the money to get it. His knee pads are sealed at the back in this. That I don't. That annoys my sister so much. People that wear knee pads under their knees. It always annoys her whenever she sees somebody wearing them. She's like, "What's the point?" I'm like, "I agree. Doesn't make any sense." Yeah, that's closer. I mean, near enough. That pretty much is Leviathan. I'm not going to lie. We've pretty much got him. We need a big chain around his neck. For some reason, he's walking around with a big chain around his neck. Like a John Cena padlock chain, some shit like that. Oh, you telling me there isn't one? Come on. You not get a big chain round the neck, like a proper chain, not one of these big bling bling things. You not get John Cena's padlocking chain, that would suit. Right, give me a sec, let's go with this first. Right, start for the bottom. Right, no. Come on, padlock and chain. That could work. It's the closest thing to a proper chain. Right, we don't seem to be getting what we need. So it looks like it's going to be Sheamus's thing. That's literally the closest thing to what he actually has around his neck when he comes to the ring. So that seems to be the closest we're going to get. Oh, need tape on the arms. Surely that would suit a bit more for his character, you know? Big Kane's big things. And that's the big weird Batista that we're going to get. Leviathan. Going to need to work on his entrance, though, to get that down to a T. Should be fun using these guys, though. I think ECW could be fun. Everyone says they want Ruthless Aggression era. You're going to get a lot of your Ruthless Aggression guys in ECW, and ironically, WCW, because they need to work with a lot of younger talent, too. Well, strangely enough. But nah, it should be fun and interesting using those. Well, people, we've hit the 3 hour mark. I will admit, as I said, I didn't think this would last. We're still sitting on 10 people as well. You know, I don't expect people to really sit and enjoy watching this as much, but you seem to watch. People have been commenting. I'm sure people have went and gone, which is absolutely fine. I don't expect you to sit for 3 hours watching me edit this stuff, but it's always nice to have people just still joining in, and it gives me something to put up on the channel. Because when you don't put anything up, it starts to wither a bit. So getting stuff put up was good to get done. So we only made it to the D's. For some reason, in my mind, I thought I was going to get through all of this in 2 hours. Don't know why. But I always go up to I always sit on a Friday. I'm drinking out on the Saturday. Sunday, I've usually had a bit to drink the night before, so maybe Monday might try and keep your eyes out, and we'll probably throw up a couple of these live streams. I've still got all these guys to edit again. I've got all the way down to the bottom to edit, you know, so I mean, not even close to getting what I need. Don't know why I wrote it in Google, and for some reason I've just blanked how to Leviathan. Yeah, that's right. Leviathan. Yeah. Confusing myself now. Presentation name. This will be good. Levy Ann. Can I get that? Would that work? Ledesma. Give me a sec. There's a Lee there. Right, let's see. This will be the last thing we get, right? So let's see if we can get a name. So we've got Lee. V. Can we get a Vi? Lee Van Than? Can I get a TH somewhere? Can I get a TH Lee? No. Lee Van Fan maybe? Fan, would that work? Get an F. Faria, Falcon, Fenwick, Finch, Lee Van Finch. That's not going to work. Lee Van Fink. No, Van. This. Levi. I'm not sure. Lee Leviathan Lee. So Lee Van Than. If I could get something that sounds like Than or Fan, that would work. Putting the letters in won't work, so there's not enough space. Leviathan, Levan. Might just need to be Levan. Levan. Right, give me a second. I'm gonna try something. How do you preview the whole thing? No, I want the whole thing, not one thing. I thought you could preview the whole thing. Right, wait. Oh, that sounds terrible. Screw it. It'll just be a running joke. His name sounds like crap. Nathan. What about Nathan? Oh, that could work. Nathan. Leviathan. Yeah. See, that's how thick I am. I don't think he said so. Well, Lee Nathan. Lee Van. Is it a Nathan? Oh, yeah, there is. Right, let's it. Right, we need to do this in one go. I thought you could do this as a big preview. It doesn't let you though. Wait. Close enough. That'll do. That'll do. I'll take that. That'll do. Bugger it. Right, people. Well, thanks for watching. Happy that people have stayed on and watched it. I didn't think we'd be going this long, but you know what? Since it worked, keep an eye out, and we'll do a few more of these next week. I've still got all these guys to edit. I've got to edit their move sets, and I've got to set up the actual universe. And I'd like to actually get the videos made as well. So I really hope not to hit next Sunday, and I've not even got it made. But I want to have them all made, not just one. But nah, thanks for tuning in, people. I'll let you go. Get back to your nights. That's going on midnight here, so I mean, that is midnight, I should say. So I mean, a little bit late for some people, and I don't want to be talking loud too late, neighbours. But thanks for watching, people, and keep an eye open. Keep an eye in the community section on YouTube and maybe even Twitter, and I'll try and give a heads up next time when I do this and not just do it out of the blue. I just decided to give it a try. So thanks, people. Take care. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you next week. Thank you.